weather having an impact on your commute this afternoon. Give yourself some extra time. Make sure you're buckled up and your headlights are on with the rain moving through the metro yet. Driving west 94 near Riverside, got an injury crash working there. Look for the right lane to be affected. East 94 near John Ireland Boulevard, getting word of a crash there. Traffic's already a bit sluggish as you come in from Dale Street into St. Paul. Got some slowdowns at 494 both directions, basically between the Bush Lake Roads and Cedar Avenue. Jerry Peterson, News Talk 830 WCCO.
Now, the latest conditions and the outlook for the next few days with your CCO forecast.
And with that, here's WCCO TV Chief Meteorologist Kris Schaefer.
The rain and thunderstorms move out. The clouds will follow overnight tonight. We'll fall back to 55. Tomorrow looks nice. It will be a little breezy. Northwest wind 10 to 15. A high of 71, which is still 9 degrees below average. But we get the sunshine back. A few scattered afternoon showers are possible on Friday with a high of 75. Saturday, the nicest day of the forecast period. Sunshine and 77.
Still some rain and thunderstorms in the area. 61 degrees at News Talk 830 WCCO.
This is the 4th annual Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction on News Talk 830 WCCO, benefiting the life-saving work at NMDP and presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate.
I'm Brady Juanes, a transplant recipient. Hear how I'm thriving after overcoming AML in 2024.
Now, let's head back to NMDP and hear who claimed the previous half hour's experience and about what the next amazing package you can bid on will be as the auction continues.
All right, it's drive time with DeRusha, Jason, and Dan with you here at the NMDP radio auction. And we just finished Chad's show with a great flurry of activity for those wild tickets. We're going to keep the sports ticket theme going as we're out here raising money as part of the Cure Blood Cancer radio auction. So glad to have you along as we're broadcasting live from NMDP global headquarters right in Minneapolis, right by Target Field. We're in sort of a sports mode here as Andy Imholt joins us from Flattabo Advancement. Andy, it's so good to have you here.
Thanks, Jason. It's great to be here. Before we even jump into the next one, we got to congratulate Doug Green, who walked away with that amazing Minnesota Wild VIP experience.
Doug is our winner.
Doug is our winner. And so congratulations, Doug, and thanks to all of the people who bid on that last package.
All right. Excellent. Our next item is a Gopher football VIP game day experience. We're talking 50-yard line seats, section 141, row 14. I mean, these are unbelievable seats at Huntington Bank Stadium, Minnesota taking on Michigan. So a prime game, October 3rd.
That's right.
And Dan Cook, what is the main attraction of this item?
Well, I mean, the main attraction clearly is that they get to go with you and I.
Huge.
I mean,
huge.
Why are you laughing? Yeah. I don't understand that.
I know the people here are like, what?
I mean, I've been told it's the perfect blend of top-tier college football and memorable hospitality. Now, I don't know what memorable hospitality
is. That our
means
job?
Exactly.
Is that me and Dan are supposed to provide the memorable hospitality?
Well, I heard you're forking over for food and beverage, so that's
sure.
awfully nice of you.
Sure. Yeah. $20 limit. Sure. I'll take care of you.
Per person.
Let's be reasonable. October 3rd is the date. Check your calendar and pick up the phone. 763-406-5600. We thank the Minnesota Gophers for this donation. Andy, what are we starting the bidding at for this?
For this first package of our shift, we are starting the bidding at $500. So if you're interested, even if you're not interested, we want to, for those who are just joining us, you can also just call in 763-406-5600 or nmdp.org. /WCCO. And you can just also make a donation. If you just want to support what we're doing here today, you can also do that. But we'd love to see you bid. We'd love to see this item climb and really get some great guests to join you for that special day on October 3rd.
For context, Jason, you try to buy these seats on the secondary market, you're talking $500 a seat.
Wow. How
so
about that?
That's this opening bid, essentially it's buy one, get one. And then you get the company of you and I.
What do you think people are going to want to talk to you and me about? Is it top tier Gopher football analysis? I should hope not.
I wouldn't think so. No,
that's not what you're looking for.
No, they'll be asking me, Dan, why are you dressed in Badger gear? This is a Minnesota Michigan game.
It's true. Dan, if we get the bidding up high enough, can we get you to put on like a Gophers hat or something?
Seriously?
I know.
I mean, it'd have to be a pretty decent number before I'm going to do that.
Let me give you the numbers so you can call in 763-406-5600. We have a great group of volunteers here ready to take calls. You can go online as well, nmdp.org/WCCO. That'll get you to a spot where not only can you bid, see all the descriptions, but you can make a donation to NMDP. And we're going to be learning more about NMDP during our show. If you've been listening all day, we thank you. You've heard about the life-changing and life-saving research that happens here. You might be familiar with the match program that is part of the work that they do at NMDP, but life-changing research has been happening thanks to the people in this building, thanks to the generosity of WCCO radio listeners. But this is research that has helped save the life of our friend Jordana Green and thousands of others. And it's really become a major game changer over the last couple of years as research has found new ways to use imperfect matches. And that's sort of the magic. And all of that is happening because the leadership, the innovation, the research right in this building. So let's get Drive Time with DeRusha started on the right foot. This is an unbelievable package where you get to bring a buddy, sit on the 50-yard line in the 14th row. It's October 3rd, so the weather is still going to be fantastic. I'll buy you a beer or a soda, but come on. Let's get the bidding going here. 763-406-5600. Andy, can you give people the details again so they know the date and all of that on this trip?
Absolutely. So we're talking about the Gophers taking on Michigan. So that's already, we're talking a big game.
Huge game.
Big game on the schedule. You enjoy the 50-yard line seats in section 141, row 14, as Minnesota takes on Michigan October 3rd. And like we said, great company. Jason and Dan are going to be with you. It's the perfect blend of top-tier college football and memorable hospitality, and it can be yours right now. We're still waiting for that starting bid. And I know one of the things I noticed in the last segment was people kind of waiting in the weeds to bid.
Correct.
And kind of, I'll bid at the very end. Come in strong and just scare everybody away. Bid a strong number right away. Let's get that hat on Dan's head, but we're only going to be able to do that while he's shaking his head no pretty solidly about that idea.
That had to be a serious bid.
A serious bid. And I will also say, for those that are joining us on the stream, you are about 2 minutes behind on the stream. And so if you're waiting for the very end to snipe that bid, you may want to plan ahead and call in and make that bid soon.
Right.
We've got such great stuff today. We've got a whole bunch more amazing packages after this one. But this is the one we're focusing on for this 30-minute segment.
763-406-5600. That is the number, 763-406-5600. We'll keep you up to date, of course, on the weather, as we've had some serious storms moving through. And I know the St. Paul Saints had a game that was scheduled for this afternoon, which I believe has been delayed into a doubleheader tomorrow because of the storms that are moving through. So we're watching that for you. The newsroom still on duty as we turn the entire day over to raising money for NMDP. Such a wonderful thing to have headquartered right in Minneapolis. So let's go for football. Coming up next half hour, we've got a whole hog, by the way. A hog roast and a grill. It's going to be an awesome item coming up.
You're
at
really
3:30.
teasing it already.
I want people to get ready. Look, if you're not going to call for Gopher tickets, I'm going to sell a whole hog. I don't got all day for you people.
Jason, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at yours. I notice a strong trend towards food.
That's right.
And enjoying it.
That's how, part of the way this works is that each team, each show goes out there and finds packages to offer up to our listeners. So it's a full station effort. We have the sales team as a part of it. We have our programming managers, everybody kind of reaching in, and so many partners of ours have stepped up because they care about the mission. They know what's going on here. They know how devastating blood cancers can be, and they know that we can solve it. We can find those cures. We can save those lives. And NMDP is a national and international leader in it. So let's go. 763-406-5600. Gopher football VIP 50-yard line seats for the Gophers taking on Michigan.
And maybe you're out there thinking, Michigan won a national championship just a few years back.
Well,
What chance do the Gophers have? But this is a trophy game. This is the little brown jug that we're battling for. And I can tell you from personal experience, having been on a Gopher road trip when they won in Michigan, in the big house, they went and won. And it was so unexpected that they didn't have room on the plane for the jug. And they had to clear like a fire extinguisher out of a little closet in the front of the charter plane to be able to fit the jug in somewhere because they didn't have a seat or they couldn't put it on the overhead. And they didn't have any place to put. So you never know what's going to happen when these two teams hook up. It's possible. It is possible. And you're going to be there with, of course, Jason DeRusha and myself.
Right.
Or you know what? If you want to bet enough, I'll stay home.
There you go. See,
I can do that.
I mean, we are all about let's make a deal. We are all about let's make a deal. We can make it happen however you want it to happen here as the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction rolls on. 763-406-5600. Let's break. We'll come back with your last chance to get in a bid on this item. So we're doing one item per half hour. So don't wait. Get that. And the other thing you can do, you can call up and bid $1,000, but we'll start you at 500. You know what I mean? You can set a max bid if you want, and then we'll just automatically do it. So you don't have to be one of these people waiting for the last minute. We're not going to stick it to you and charge your max. So get in on it. Let's go. 763-406-5600 live from the headquarters of NMDP. The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction rolls on here on Drive Time.
Drive Time with DeRusha on News Talk 830 WCCO.
It's Jason. I love this time of year in Minnesota. Beautiful weather, hanging out in backyards and on rooftops with friends, and having Minnesota pork a part of those summertime hangouts. Juicy pork burgers? Yes. Smoky sausages? Absolutely. And let's barbecue some ribs. Those always steal the show. One thing that I love doing in the summer to keep it light, build a pork bowl. Tender pulled pork is awesome for that. Pack your favorite toppings. It's versatile, it's affordable, and so craveable. From backyard classics to new favorites, I'm always finding recipe inspiration at tastewhatporkcando.com. Think about thick cut pork chops on the grill or slow cook ribs. Oh my goodness. Minnesota pork is made up of 3,000 family farmers all around our state. Say yes to supporting them by getting to your grocery store or butcher shop. And let's have Minnesota pork for dinner tonight. Oh yeah.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
There's nothing more beautiful than family and friends gathered for a meal.
It's even more beautiful when everyone is sitting around a Marshall dining set from Borofka's.
Modern design and a perfectly scaled dining set for quick morning coffee or a long, relaxed dinner.
You're making me hungry.
The Marshall's compact round shape is ideal for eat-in kitchens, apartments, cabins, and multi-purpose spaces.
Made in Indiana with no shortcuts.
Available in 6 wood choices.
And 10 rock-hard finishes to resist moisture in everyday wear. Whoopsie.
Oh, Jim. Available in multiple sizes and optional leaves for extra guests.
A 44-inch table and 4 upholstered chairs is Craftsman direct priced from $71.12 or $297 a month for 24 months.
Barufka's, no gimmicks, haggling, or hard to understand pricing.
In Woodbury, Burnsville, and Minnetonka. Decidedly beautiful.
Chad back here with you. I want to talk about trust and peace of mind. We all need it, in particular in some areas, including your insurance. Maybe it's for your business, or maybe it's more traditional with your house and your car. For me, I have trusted Amber Scholl and Associates with American Family for, what are you guessing, 5 years, 10 years? No, my entire family, whether it's my father or my kids, with American Family, with Amber in particular, for 30 years. We dread something bad happening with our house, with a car accident, but we need people with expertise, with professionalism and availability, and that's what Amber and her team are all about. Reach out to them today. It's worth it. Trust me. 651-738-4811.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Sun's out, so dads are too. This Father's Day at Lowe's, shop the gear that'll make his summer. Get 2 free Select DeWalt power tools when you buy a Select 5 amp-hour battery kit for weekends in the garage. Plus, get a free Blackstone 6-piece stainless steel griddle kit when you buy a Select Blackstone griddle. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This is the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
MVP. Oh, listen to that. Tubbsy, beautiful. Little rouser. The biggest benefit of that is that Dan Cook is repulsed. Andy, where'd you go to school?
I actually went to school in Wisconsin. Went for graphic design at UW Stout. So
UW Stout.
I am a fan of the Wisconsin school system.
There you go. So you're a Badgers fan as well? What are we doing here? I got 2 Badgers guys here trying to raise money by selling some Gophers tickets, but this is an unbelievable experience on the 50-yard line. We're so grateful to have these seats in section 141, right on the 50. Row 14. I mean, for me, the college game day experience is so phenomenal. Huntington Bank Stadium is a beautiful place to watch a game. October 3rd, Gophers against Michigan, and you can have this game day experience. 2 tickets. You can bring me and Dan Cook. How about this? You can have 4 tickets if you would prefer that. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to go with me and Cook. You're like, I'd rather bring another couple. Done.
Maybe they just want to go with me.
Maybe you just want Cook. Yes, maybe you're in a throuple and you want to bring Dan Cook. None of this is any of my business, but my business is trying to get a nice big fat number to help NMDP. Our number is 763-406-5600. And I got people waiting for you to make that bid. A lot of people have been waiting for the last minute. And for people listening on the stream, if you're listening on the stream, not on YouTube or X, because that's pretty much live, but if you're listening on a smart speaker or through the Odyssey app, you are about a minute or 2 behind real life.
That's right.
So
it's like traveling through time.
That's right. So when you hear it, call.
When you hear it right now, it's 2 minutes into the future for us.
So I just don't want you to miss out on an item because you're
But yeah, if you're waiting the last minute, but you're 2 minutes behind, you've missed.
You might have missed it. The number is 763-406-5600, and the phones are starting to light up. So we know how you guys are using the eBay approach, where you wait until the very last minute, and
they've been trained well.
That's fine too. Dan, me, 50-yard line, for the Gophers October 3rd. I think this happens right after I get back.
Oh, we got a bid.
There we go.
Do. We have a bid. Steve has come in. Steve with a $500 starting bid, getting
Way
us
to go,
started, getting
Steve.
us rolling,
All right,
knowing
thank
that he may walk away with this if we don't get somebody else to challenge him at this
Very good. Steve, thank you for making the call. Steve is in, and right now Steve has the tickets. Do you want to challenge Steve? $500 is his bid. Your bid should be $600.
Yeah, that's the next step, or more.
Or more.
Yeah.
Remember, these are tickets. I mean, Gophers, Michigan. If you're on the secondary market looking for tickets like these,
Oh my gosh,
they're like
you're right.
$500
On
a
a
pop.
50-yard line?
Yeah, $500 a pop.
Would you be offended, Dan, if somebody buys these tickets and then decides to sell them?
Personally, no.
No.
I mean, you do you.
It's your tickets.
Yeah, you do what you want to do.
Great opportunity, and we're gonna have
Would
so
make it
much.
kind of awkward for you and I to show up, and it's some
Just
dude that
some
didn't buy the
Michigan
tickets.
fan,
Yeah.
somebody from Ann Arbor or something,
Yeah,
right?
oh my.
Just a couple minutes left. 763-406-5600. And we know that this money is going to be put to good use, and we're going to be sharing.
Yeah, this just isn't
information.
about buying tickets or hanging out with you and I. This is about donating money to a fantastic cause. I mean, you're talking about a disease when you're talking about blood cancer every 3 to 4 minutes. Every 3 to 4 minutes. So during that commercial break, somebody else was diagnosed with blood cancer.
Yeah.
That's how widespread this year. 18,500 patients are diagnosed each year, and 75% of those patients don't have a fully matched donor in their family. That's obviously what happened with our friend Jordana.
Right.
That's why
Right.
MDP was such a big deal for her. And that's what this organization lives to do, is to put people together to get those the marrow donors hooked up with people in need. And your money, not only in going to see the Gophers and the Wolverines along with Jason and I, but it's going to this fantastic cause to help people out.
They're celebrating 150,000 transplants this June, and behind every number is a name, like Jordana's.
Yeah.
Behind each one of those. And so, I mean, if you want to just call in and give $150,000
right
during this, you can also call in and make a donation.
Why
We're
not?
happy to accept that. Or any amount of donation, nmdp.org/WCCO. If you are interested, you can come online as well.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, Andy, because this is a great opportunity for people. Maybe some of these items, maybe it's gets to a bidding number that's beyond what you want to take part in. We are grateful for every $50, every $100, and MDP will use that money well. So you can donate by calling. You can call in and do it, or you can go online, nmdp.org/WCCO. Just a couple minutes left. We cut this off at 3:30, right? Is this how this works?
Yeah, that's how it
Andy,
is.
tell me how it goes. We have an official auctioneer here.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
I can't be trusted.
That's true. I mean, I trust you, Jason, but I mean, I know that you're, like you said, you'd wheel and deal. You're changing packages on the fly up here.
Yeah, exactly.
No, basically what's going to happen at the bottom of the hour, we are going to close this package. We're going to announce who the winner is when we come back after that. And that high bidder is going to get it. It's going to be done. We aren't extending it beyond that time. That last bidder, whoever it is, right now, we're going to need a $600 bid at least for the next level if you want to knock Steve out of the running. But at that point, Steve can also be calling back in. He might even still be on the phone waiting to just, hey, I'll bid again.
Up it. Yes.
Very clever.
All right, 1 minute left on this one. The number is 763-406-5600. So that is the number if you want this Gopher football VIP game day experience with me and Dan Cook on October 3rd. Should we tease our next item?
Ooh.
Is that a yes? That seems like a yes. I heard a very swarthy ooh.
Yeah.
The next item is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And this is a one-of-a-kind experience for you to host an incredible party at your home, have the neighbors over, have your company over, have your family over to your house. Frattallone's is donating a grill. Minnesota Pork Board is donating a whole hog that'll be broken down. They're not bringing a hog to your house.
Sure. Yeah.
And Butcher and the Boar, the great culinary team for Butcher and the Boar in the North Loop, Gesture Concept Restaurant, they are going to prepare the food for us. And I will join you.
Well, yeah.
And again, if the bidding gets hot enough, you can pay enough for me not to come.
There
to
you
your
go.
house.
There you go.
It just depends. Like I'm open to it regardless.
Absolutely.
Last chance at 763-406-5600. We'll tell you who won this item and start our next item on the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction.
You're listening to the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Twin City Framers is the industry leader building the largest wood frame projects in town, and they have immediate openings for carpenters. Here's the deal. Large multifamily carpentry pays an average of $5 an hour more than single-family homes. This is your opportunity to work for the best of the business and make more money today. If you're a carpenter or know someone looking for better pay, better hours, great benefits, and on-the-job training, then look no further. Go online to twincityframers.com and apply for an immediate position today. That's twincityframers.com.
Gas prices are up. Luther Kia of Bloomington is there for you. It's Jason DeRusha. I love my Kia, and I love Dan Dingman and his team, plus their brand new facility. More room, more service bays, more Kia excellence. EVs, hybrids, the red hot 2027 Telluride. I just test drove it. It is awesome. Get to 35W and 494 and check out 0% financing on Sportages and Sorrentos at LutherKiaofBloomington.com.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I was throwing a party for the twins and had custom invites and a banner printed at Staples. And that's when I saw Party City is now at Staples.
Party City? No way!
So now Staples has all your printing needs and everything you need for a party.
Everything times 2.
And now at Staples, save 25% on all custom banners.
Party City is now at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or on the app. Some banners available same day when ordered by 12 p.m. Ins 8-1 exclusions apply.
Oh, no. There are certain sounds every one of us knows. The hum of a breaker that keeps tripping, the gurgle of a drain that should not be gurgling, the drip under the sink, the silence of a water heater that has stopped doing its job. And then you say it. Oh, no. It's Jason DeRusha. That is your moment to call Randy's Electric and Plumbing. For more than 20 years, Randy's has helped Twin Cities homeowners handle the stressful stuff. From electrical repairs, panel upgrades, and rewiring to plumbing repairs, sewer and drain service. They do sump pumps, water heaters, water softeners, filtration systems, and EV charger installs. Randy's licensed pros arrive prepared. They're going to explain your options clearly and give you honest pricing before the work begins. That's an oh yes. With same-day repairs, 2-hour arrival windows, and alerts when your technician is on the way, you'll know help is coming. When an oh no moment hits your home, don't panic. Call Randy's Electric and Plumbing.
Time to find out how it's moving on the roads and what's moving in via the skies. This is traffic and weather together on CCO, starting with a check of the commute.
A couple of crashes have cleared. Good news there. West 94 near Riverside, and another one up at Groveland Avenue, but traffic is tight yet as you come away from Highway 280 heading into downtown Minneapolis. Crash working on I-35 southbound just south of the Burnsville split. Everything's off to the right side, but traffic is slowing on 35W and 35E as you make way toward the Burnsville split. So get ready for the delays there. Add 5 or better on the drive there. Jerry Peterson, News Talk 830 WCCO.
Jordana Green here. I pray you and your family are always safe. But if there's ever a time where you need an advocate after an accident, let Mike Bryant of Bradshaw and Bryant help you. He will work with and for you in dealing with the insurance company. Call 800-770-7008 today. Bradshaw and Bryant, seeking justice for the injured.
Now, the latest conditions and the outlook for the next few days with your CCO forecast.
All right, CCO forecast brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant at MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com. Here is Chief Meteorologist Kris Schaefer.
The rain and isolated thunderstorms will be clearing out. The clouds are going to clear out overnight tonight. Everything settles down as we fall back to 55. Bit of a breeze from the northwest tomorrow, but partly cloudy, 71 the afternoon high. Mid-70s on Friday. We could see a few scattered afternoon showers. Dry on Saturday with a high of 77. Perhaps some rain, mainly south on Father's Day.
Right now, it is rainy, especially out to the east, the eastern suburbs, the border of Wisconsin. Light rain there, but another heavy cell coming in the Hutchinson, Gaylord, Hutchinson area out to the west. So we're in the thick of it for sure. 61 in Minneapolis on CCO.
This is the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
All right, our first half hour off to a great start here for NMDP, our Cure Radio. Could someone please cure this show? That's what we need. The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction benefiting NMDP. We are live at the global headquarters of NMDP right in downtown Minneapolis, right by Target Center. And Andy from Frattallone Advancement, our first auction item, the Gophers tickets.
You know, like we said, somebody Tom swooped in at the very last second, got him and took him right from Steve. Steve, you're going to have to jump in on another package now if you want to continue to support. But that is how the auction works. You know, they come in at that last minute. But that does nothing compared to where we are going with this next package.
And I think I heard the sounder already.
Oh,
because
yes.
bids are already coming in.
We got Andrew, who came in at $1,200 to get us started.
All right. Awesome. Let's let everybody know what this item is. This is the ultimate backyard feast experience. We are providing, thanks to Frattallone, a Weber Genesis E330 LP grill. The Weber Genesis is the gold standard, I think, when it comes to a grill. That is about an $1,100 grill. Then the Minnesota pork board is coming in with a whole hog from one of the great Minnesota family farmers, 3,000 family farmers all over the state. So we got the whole hog. And then my friends at Butcher and the Boar are going to prepare the feast.
Oh, man.
This is unbelievable. And so Andrew started us at $1,200.
Yeah, and then we had somebody else who jumped in at $1,300. So, Andrew, you're going to have to call back. If you're still interested, now is the time. So we've got a couple bids already going. It's a tale of two different items here. I mean, we got bids before we could even come back from break.
Pretty good. So Frank is our leading bidder at $1,300, but I'd love to see this go for big, big money. 763-406-5600. This is going to be such a special event. So we'd love to get those calls coming in for this. And let me kind of emotionally set the table for you, because it is a reminder that this is, yes, we've assembled some amazing items, some awesome experiences, but we're doing this because we want to make a difference in lives all throughout Minnesota and all around the country and all around the world. Blood cancer is a solvable problem with the help of the research that's going on here at NMDP. And it is real people that this makes a difference with. And one of those families is with us on the John Schuster Coldwell Banker Hotline right now. Crystal is with us along with Brady. Brady is a survivor from Cokato, Minnesota. And so is Crystal. It's a whole family affair. Crystal, thanks for being here. And Brady, thank you as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Crystal, why don't you tell us, why don't you set the table and tell us Brady's story and your family's story?
Oh, well, it started a long time ago, like the beginning of 2024, when he first got sick, and we just thought it was a common cold, but it was, ended up being so much more. We ended up seeing 2 regular doctors and went to urgent care, and then we ended up in the ER a few days later.
You just sort of thought it was a virus, right? He had some breathing trouble and some chest pain.
Yep. Yeah. He just thought it was common cold.
You remember it well, Brady, right? It seemed like sort of a nothing at the beginning, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Scary stuff. And Mom, then you're at the ER, and how soon did you get that diagnosis?
It was actually probably, I think, only like a half hour. We got there by ambulance, and then they took his blood and kind of made him comfortable. And then the doctor pulled us aside, and me first, then my sister, and told us the diagnosis. And he let Brady know after he told us to kind of let us take it all in. And
leukemia, right? It was leukemia.
Yep.
And what is that like? What is that like as a mom when you hear that about your, young teenage preteen son?
Yeah, he had just turned 13, so it was insane to hear that. Like, I was in complete and utter shock. I didn't know how to take it until we actually got admitted to Children's, and he went through all that with the chemo and yeah.
Brady, what went through your head in that moment?
I was just so confused, like what was happening, all that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, I think when you're 13, well, heck, when you're 50 and you hear leukemia, it sounds scary, but you don't really know what's going on, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys did end up with a match through NMDP, right, Crystal?
Yes, we did.
And so what did that mean to you when you had that, when you knew there was some hope?
I didn't know really how to respond. I was overjoyed and completely stunned that there was an 8 out of 8 marker for him.
Yeah, and today with the technology, there's work they can do, even when the match isn't that perfect. But to find a perfect match through the registry, it's sort of like magic, isn't it? It's just amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Let me give you the number again, because as you're hearing this, I want you to think about Crystal and think about Brady when you think about that, the fun that we're going to have at this backyard feast, and knowing that maybe you're helping the next Brady who comes along. 763-406-5600. We're auctioning off a Weber grill. You get the Genesis E330. You get the whole hog, and you get the culinary experience with Butcher and the Boar. Crystal, what would you tell our listeners out there right now as they're thinking about whether they want to take part in this package or donate any money to NMDP?
Well, you're going to be helping a family out that can't find somebody, or in hopes, like it's their last hope, I guess, to kind of find somebody to help their child, their family member or friend.
Yeah. Brady, what would you tell people? How meaningful has that match and that transplant been for you? How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing a little bit better now.
Yeah. It's still scary. There's still the chance of relapse, of course, and it's always a process, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Crystal, you know how meaningful every dollar is that comes in, and how meaningful NMDP has been to your life, right?
Yes, it helped so much when we were going through all of it.
Yeah, it did.
Really good. Thank you both so much. Brady, we're all cheering for you. Thank you. I know you're going to school again. Tell me what you're most excited about this summer.
I'm really excited that I get to go outside and experience everything I couldn't in the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Brady, all the love to you and to Crystal, and thank you guys for spending some time with us today.
Thank you.
That's what it's about. That's what this day is about. That's what your bid is about at 763-406-5600. Andy, this item, when you hear Crystal and you hear Brady, you're like, man,
Brady's I have a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. I can't imagine what they went through, and to see the excitement that he has just to be able to go outside and experience the best time of year in Minnesota. I mean, I'm so glad that he can do that. That's awesome. And it's from support from you, the listeners, the people that are out there for years have been supporting. This isn't the first time we've done this radio auction, and you've been supporting, and so many donors and supporters have helped NMDP do the great work that they do.
Stem cell transplants, finding those matches, finding the latest research that allows the registry to extend to even more people. You hear in the Brady situation, the 8 out of 8 match, they don't need that anymore. It's great when you find it, but the cutting edge research that has been spearheaded right here in Minnesota has led the people who sign up for the registry to have so much better reach. And Andy, that's a good sound. What do we got?
Hey, we have the auctions on, friends. It was $1,300 bid. Now we're at $1,500. $1,500 is the current high bid, and we thank our bidders. Mike, thanks for jumping in and making it happen. So we've got a couple other people who bid early who may need to kind of do some planning. Talk about, hey, when are we going to do this? Who are we going to charge admission to come and join us so that we can drum up some funds to jump back in and make this happen? So thank you, Mike, for your bid. We're at $1,500, but we still got some time left.
Indeed. All right, keep the bids coming. I want to break. We're going to talk to Mike Frattallone in a couple of minutes because Mike is going to talk a little bit about this grill that he donated, and I want to know what it is about NMDP that has Mike Frattallone saying, I got to step up. I want to be a part of it. So I appreciate his passion for this as well. But you still can get in on it. Free grill, free whole hog, free awesome chef coming to your house. All of this, thanks to our great partners at Frattallone's, the Minnesota Pork Board, and Butcher and Boar. And I can't wait to hang out with you at your backyard feast experience. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some Minnesota pork, that's for sure. Mike's in the lead at $1,500. 763-406-5600. The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction continues here on CCO.
This is Drive Time with DeRusha on News Talk 830 WCCO.
They promised me as a grown-up I'd never get acne again. Lies. It's Jason DeRusha here for Terrene Dermatology. We often think of acne as just a teenage thing, but the truth is clear skin has no age limit. June is Acne Awareness Month. At Terrene Dermatology, they get how acne and acne scarring can really affect your confidence in daily life. Whether you're struggling with ongoing breakouts or dealing with scars from the past, you don't have to navigate it alone. Terrene Dermatology's board-certified dermatology team provides personalized treatment plans. They're going to tailor it to your skin and your goals using advanced, clinically proven treatments and a patient-first approach. The Terrene team has helped my teenagers, and they've helped me with acne. This June, prioritize your skin and your confidence. Terrene Dermatology can see new patients within 3 weeks. They have 11 locations, so start your journey today at Terrene, Tareen, dermatology.com.
Time to find out how it's moving on the roads and what's moving in via the skies. This is traffic and weather together on CCO, starting with a check of the commute.
Crash causing problems for the South Metro I-35 southbound just past the Forest Lakes, rather the Burnsville split. Activity off to the right side. Things are jammed on 35E and 35W as you make way out of Burnsville heading down to Lakeville. Get ready for slowdowns west 94. At some places, move from Riverside into the Lowry Hill Tunnel. South 169 jamming up as move between Anderson Lakes Parkway and 101. Jerry Peterson, News Talk 830 WCCO.
B&M Tree Services, certified arborists offering tree trimming, storm cleanup, and full tree removal with professional service at prices you can afford. Call 1-800-569-9034 or visit bnmtree.com. Trusted, professional, reliable.
Now, the latest conditions and the outlook for the next few days with your CCO forecast.
B&M Tree Service bringing us the weather forecast. And oh my goodness, is it pouring at the Red Wing, River Falls, Menominee area? Litchfield and Hutchinson, you're seeing some heavy rain as well. Minneapolis and the metro, we have a bit of a break right now. Those scattered showers and thunderstorms will move out as the night moves on, low of 55. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and 71. Friday, more scattered afternoon showers, high of 75. And Father's Day looks a little potentially rainy as well. But you know what dads be saying? We need the rain. You know, I'm in.
Gotta water that grass.
We need the rain. Right now, it's 64 in Minneapolis on CCO.
The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction is on, benefiting NMDP and being presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction benefiting NMDP is in effect. 763-406-5600. You can donate anytime, and we are so grateful for every dollar you donate. You can do it online at nmdp.org. nmdp.org/WCCO. Already, Andy, this ultimate backyard feast experience has 3 bids. Our top bidder is Mike at, what is he at?
He's at 1,500 right now, still the high bidder.
All
But boy, oh boy, this could be this once again, just like the last segment. If you're on the stream, you're 2 minutes behind. And so if you're thinking, I'm going to jump in at the very end, I would recommend jumping in a little bit early. We still have some time left. We still got about 10 more minutes left on this item.
All right.
But boy, oh boy, these bids are flying.
I want to talk to Mike Frattallone, who was kind enough to step up and donate an unbelievable grill. Mike is with us on the John Schuster Coldwell Banker Hotline. Hey, buddy, Mike, thank you so much.
How you doing, Jason?
It's been a great day, listening throughout the day at the way our listeners have stepped up and so many of our friends in the community. And we're just so grateful for you stepping up to help out NMDP. What motivated you to say, you know what, I want to throw in this beautiful Weber Genesis grill?
Well, we always want to do the right thing at Frattallone's, and people can find these at Frats, these grills, but I have family members that are afflicted with blood cancers, and it's just brutal. Yeah. It's just brutal, as you know. And for some reason, this disease and the series of blood cancers seems like something we could get our hands around. Right. And maybe, I don't want to say cure this, but find better solutions for what's going on. And I know the people at MNDP are doing that all day long and working to find the match for everybody.
It's so meaningful to me to know that this work is happening right in Minnesota. We have so many great nonprofits that are doing great things in our community, but NMDP they are the national leader in this. Mm-hmm. And it's right here in Minnesota. And I do think that goes to some of the kind of the brain power and special people we have in this community.
I totally agree. And by the way, we did need the rain.
Yeah.
We can complain about it, but we needed it.
I know. My lawn was looking a little sad. My plants were looking a little sad in the backyard for sure.
Exactly. Well, part of this package is this beautiful Weber Genesis grill. Genesis is their high level, right? One of their highest levels. And it's a beautiful grill. And
it's a 3-burner, right?
3-burner.
Yeah.
Liquid propane. It's beautiful. It's a great grill. It retails for a little over $1,000, like $1,100. So you're just, if you're at that $1,500 mark, you're just basically buying the grill or a little bit more than the grill. But then you're going to have somebody come on over, bring you a pig, and cook it. From people at Butcher and Boar, that seems impossible to get all of that.
It's pretty cool. I mean, pretty amazing. Cool. And the Minnesota Pork Board has been such a great partner. They've helped us with an item like this before, but never quite with this sort of epic surrounding to have the grill and have the Butcher and the Boar out there. I think that's pretty phenomenal. Pretty good.
Do you go to Butcher and the Boar a lot? Is that a place you hang out? Because I've been down there. I love that place.
I love it too. You just walk in there and the smell. You're like, oh,
the meat.
Yes.
You're in for some meat. That's for sure.
There's some bourbon, there's some meat, and I'm getting a little meat sweat right now. That sound effect, Andy, means we have another bid, right?
Oh, that's right. You remember when we started off the beginning of this half an hour, we talked about Andrew, who kicked us off. Well, Andrew, oh yeah, is what he has behind his name.
He knows the Minnesota Pork.
He knows. He's jumped back into the fray with a $1,600 bid. So yeah, that's where we're sitting right now, and we're excited to see, see if any more bids come in the next few minutes.
Mike, we really appreciate you. You guys have been a great Weber dealer for a long time. How many locations do you have now?
20 locations throughout the Twin Cities. But let me make this a little bit. If we get this thing up to $2,000, I'll personally donate $1,000.
Wow!
So if someone gets $2,000, I'll throw in another $1,000 directly to the charity. Okay.
I love
it. That's the challenge. The gauntlet has been thrown down.
The match is there. Mike, thank you for everything. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for all you do, and we'll see you guys soon.
All right, Mike Frattallone. You can find it at Frattallone's. A great part of our community, and we're so glad to have them thrown in the grill. And Mike saying, look, $400 more is all we need on the bids. I need somebody to bid $2,000 right now. Mike supercharges your donation with another $1,000. The number is 763-406-5600. So let's go. Yeah. Let's go. How fun is this, Andy?
Oh man, I love this. This is what it's like. We've done auctions together, Jason. You and I have done this, and these type of things. where somebody comes in and says, yeah, I'll match this, or
Yes.
I'll double what you're doing. It's just, this is that energy when you've got a great cause and you've got great people behind it.
I love it. All right. We're going to have fun. This is going to be an amazing feast. We're guessing, it depends how they kind of break down the hog or how big the hog is, but usually 30 to 50 people or 12 people and a lot of leftovers. I mean, you could do it however you want to do it. However you want. Going to be fantastic.
You're going to try and get a to-go box out of this, aren't you? That's what you're angling for.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, I need some lunch food. And
perfectly understandable.
Then I get to talk on the radio about that delicious Minnesota pork that I'm having for lunch the next day. Oh yeah, exactly. All right, let's go. 763-406-5600. You're doing it to unlock that extra $1,000 from Mike Frattallone, and more importantly, you're doing it for our survivors. Right? Mm-hmm. You heard from Crystal. You heard from Brady in our last segment, and that's what it's about. And you heard Mike Frattallone talking about how blood cancers have affected his family, and Dan, it's affected our family.
It's affected our family at CCO, absolutely. And of course, that extra $1,000 from Mike is huge, right? Because financial costs are still the number one burden on folks that are dealing with blood cancers. It isn't just a matter of getting that transplant; it's all the care and housing that goes with it, and everything. So that extra money going to NMDP helps a lot of people for sure. So we got to get to that $2,000 number.
763-406-5600. If this is a little rich for you and you want to donate $50 or $100, you can call in and do that. You can also do it online at nmdp.org/WCCO. Andy, just about 3 minutes left. We're going to break and see where we end up. But now's the time to call, right? If you want to get in on this, now is go time.
Yeah, we're definitely running out of time. And man, every time I hear the phones ring over there, somebody's asking a question, it's going to be great.
Very good. We'll let you know who gets it in just a minute here on CCO.
You're listening to the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Best cars for the money, best family car, top mid-size electric SUV. Kia is red hot. It's Jason DeRusha. You're going to love the all-new Luther Kia of Bloomington. I'm a proud Kia driver and proud customer, the best team in town at Bloomington Kia. You're not going to want to wait to check out their brand new facility. More service bays means less waiting to get your Kia taken care of. Luther Kia of Bloomington knows that we're all watching our wallets. Right now, it's the summer sticker sales event. Specially marked vehicles have an additional $750 bonus cash. Combine that with other offers, including 0% on all Sportages and Sorrentos. I've been test driving the 2027 Kia Telluride, the ultimate third-row SUV, and I gave the EV6 a spin. What an awesome electric car. Hybrids, gas, whatever you're looking for, look for the new building at 35W and 494. Luther Kia of Bloomington is at lutherkiaofbloomington.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Because shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
All right, just a couple of seconds left. Your last chance to call 763-406-5600. Andy, it looks like Andrew is in the lead. But there's but there's still time. Mike Frattallone saying he will donate $1,000 if we can get this up to $2,000.
Andrew, you can call back in as well.
Sure.
And just up your bid to $2,000. We're welcoming that. Anyone can call in and make that happen. We've talked about the fact that you're going to become the talk of town. It's going to be great. This is going to be a huge party.
Continental Diamond, time check, 3:59. Continental Diamond has a great item coming up in our last hour. So keep listening for all of that and keep listening to the Cure Blood Cancer Auction.
The stories you need, the conversations you want. News Talk 830 WCCO. 1029 HD2, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Streaming live on the free Odyssey app.
From ABC News.
Lindsay Davis, Anchor Prime, streaming weeknights on ABC News Live. New details surrounding the memo of understanding between the U.S. and Iran set to be signed Friday. The 14-point memo calls for an immediate ceasefire on all fronts, including Lebanon. It also reopens the Strait of Hormuz and begins talks on Iran's nuclear program. ABC's Jonathan Karl says Iran would get key sanctions lifted.
The single most important sanctions were the sanctions that denied Iran the ability to sell its oil on the international market. Now, they did sell their oil anyway through its shadow fleet on the black market, but this cost Iran dearly. Now, immediately upon signing this, they have access to international oil markets, something they have not had for many years under many different U.S. presidents.
President Trump warned if Iran does not behave, military strikes could resume. The economic impact from the war is affecting interest rates. The Federal Reserve Board voted to keep interest rates unchanged, but signaled rate hikes could come later this year. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has more.
What we're looking at now is a drastically different outlook for the Fed, in that at the start of this year, and even at the last meeting, we were expecting interest rate cuts. Well, now the possibility looks more likely from many Fed officials that it could be going higher.
In New York, a judge sentenced Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The 62-year-old husband and father, in a deal with prosecutors, pleaded guilty to the murders of 8 women starting in the 1990s, the majority of them sex workers. Their bodies were not discovered until decades later. Along the Gulf Coast, residents are bracing for Tropical Storm Arthur, the first named storm of the hurricane season. Alerts stretch from Texas to Georgia with life-threatening flash flooding possible. In Louisiana, storm preps are underway in Covington, with homeowners and businesses filling sandbags to protect from the flooding. You're listening to ABC News.
And you are listening to the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction benefiting NMDP. Drive Time with DeRusha turning over today to an all-hands-on-deck effort to raise money for NMDP, formerly Be the Match, right here in downtown Minneapolis. They are fighting day in, day out against blood cancer, and you are helping make that happen because of a great auction experience we just had for the Backyard Feast, thanks to Frattallone's. Mike Frattallone donating, stepping up with some personal money and donating that grill as well. Minnesota Pork Board throwing in a whole hog, and Butcher and the Boar providing the culinary talent to come on out and cook. And who is our winner, Andy?
Our winner is Andrew. Oh, yeah.
Attaboy. Good for you.
Andrew's a great, great guy, and we thank you so much. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for stepping up for that item. But it's on to the next. And this is a one-of-a-kind experience that I have never seen offered before. A VIP Twins broadcast experience. You get to join Kris, Atteberry, and Dan Gladden live on Twins Radio to read the starting lineups. How cool is this? You can start bidding now at 763-406-5600. We'll give you all the details after Laura Oakes brings us up to date on the news.
Minnesota's trusted voice every hour. Let's get you caught up with what's happening now on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Mostly cloudy now. Storms have moved on. 66 degrees at 4:03. Frustration mounting among some state lawmakers over the escalating cost of the proposed extension of the Metro Transit Light Rail Blue Line. The latest estimate for extending the line into North Minneapolis and Brooklyn Park has ballooned to $3.5 billion. House Transportation Committee co-chair John Kosnick says aside from the cost, many Northside residents and business owners don't want it.
The low-income, affordable housing in their neighborhood that would be gobbled up, and the disruption of a train running down the middle of West Broadway.
Kosnick says the Blue Line extension plan needs to be scrapped before more tax dollars are wasted. He favors a rapid transit bus line, which a Met Council analysis shows would be a fraction of the cost, but would take longer to complete. Attorneys for Luigi Mangione, the person accused of shooting and killing Minnesota-based United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, are petitioning for a psychiatric argument to be presented at his trial. They claim Mangione was suffering an extreme emotional disturbance. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer says if that argument is allowed, it could change the prosecution's tactics.
The defense has to turn over all psychiatric information to the prosecution. They're going to have the ability to rebut that he had an extreme emotional disturbance at this time. It could, in a worst case scenario, delay the trial because the prosecution will say, hey, we need our own expert to evaluate this defense and see whether or not we can make arguments against it. If it doesn't delay the trial, it's going to add a whole other argument.
The Hennepin County Attorney's Office has filed charges against a man who investigators say made violent threats against St. Paul Mayor Cully Herr when she was still a state representative. County Attorney Mary Moriarty's office handled the case due to now Mayor Herr's elected position. Prosecutors say 49-year-old Pau Herr Lee made the threats in the aftermath of last year's killing of former Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and the shooting of State Senator John Hoffman and his wife. Moriarty says Lee referenced that violence in his threats against her. The Minneapolis City Council's Public Health, Safety, and Equity Committee hearing testimony today on a proposal to once again allow bathhouses in the city. The facilities will allow sexual activity between consenting adults as they did for decades before bathhouses were shut down in the 1980s during the AIDS epidemic. And Minnesotans don't seem to be as fond of Governor Tim Walz as they once were.
A new poll shows that Governor Walz is facing the lowest approval ratings of his time leading the state. WCCO radio political analyst Blois Olson.
Donald Trump is not popular in Minnesota, but he's more popular than Tim Walz. And so that would begin to say that there's a certain slice of voters out there that are fed up with both Democrats and Republicans this year, and they're going to be a real wild card going into this governor's race.
He says the governor's declining popularity could prompt more Democrats to distance themselves on the campaign trail ahead of the midterms. The reason, he says, is due in part to the damage the state's fraud crisis has done to his reputation. Susie Jones, News Talk 830 WCCO.
And WCCO News Time is 4:06.
Time to find out how it's moving on the roads and what's moving in via the skies. This is traffic and weather together on CCO, starting with a check of the commute.
Highway 10 eastbound near County Road 96, crash off to the left side, has things slowing in both directions, especially that westbound run as you come up from 694. I-35 southbound Crystal Lake Road, accident there has been cleared. Still some slowdowns along 35E and 35W as you make way toward the Burnsville split. Jerry Peterson, News Talk 830 WCCO.
I love this time of year, and so do your Minnesota pork farmers. Pork turns up the flavor at every backyard hang. TasteWhatPorkCanDo.com has recipes galore. Get to the butcher shop and grocery store, and let's have Minnesota pork for dinner tonight. Oh, yeah.
Now, the latest conditions and the outlook for the next few days with your CCO forecast.
And it is brought to you by the Minnesota Pork Board. Taste what pork can do. Here's WCCO TV Chief Meteorologist Kris Schaefer.
The rain and thunderstorms move out. The clouds will follow overnight tonight. We'll fall back to 55. Tomorrow looks nice. It will be a little breezy. Northwest wind 10 to 15. A high of 71, which is still 9 degrees below average. But we get the sunshine back. A few scattered afternoon showers are possible on Friday with a high of 75. Saturday, the nicest day of the forecast period. Sunshine and 77.
Mostly cloudy right now, 66 at News Talk 830 WCCO.
This is the 4th annual Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction on News Talk 830 WCCO, benefiting the life-saving work at NMDP and presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and my son Walter is a transplant recipient. Hear how Walter is thriving after receiving his transplant in 2023.
Now, let's head back to NMDP and hear who claimed the previous half hour's experience and about what the next amazing package you can bid on will be as the auction continues.
Such a great first hour here on WCCO Radio as we auctioned off Gopher 50-yard line tickets, as we just auctioned off a backyard experience with a whole hog from the Minnesota Pork Board, a grill from Frattallone's, and Butcher and the Boar. Jester Concepts kind enough to send along the talent to prepare it. It's Jason. I'm here with Dan. Drive Time with DeRusha today has transitioned into the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction benefiting NMDP. We are live at their headquarters. My friend Andy Imholt is with us from Flattabo Advancement, helping us auction through these items. And we got great response to our backyard.
That's right.
Can't wait to go hang out with Andrew.
Yeah.
And the whole gang, and it'll be great. But now is your chance. Man, if you're a broadcast wannabe, if you're a Twins super fan, when I was a youngster, this for sure would have been dream material. Dan, same for you.
Oh,
right?
without question. When I was a kid, they did it. It was back at the Metrodome days. They had a deal where it was a special booth set up actually kind of in the football area where you could go and broadcast a half inning and they would video it and they would, so it was a chance to kind of feel part of the broadcast, but it was just for you. This is a chance to be on the radio broadcast of the game. I would have gone bonkers as a kid for a chance to be able to do something like this. And it's not just that. There's more to it than that.
It's not just that. That is right. So here is what we've got for you. We've got 4 tickets in the Thrivent Club, which is great premium seating. You get on-field access during batting practice. And then you go up into the Twins radio booth with Kris Atteberry and Dan Gladden and get to read the starting lineups. This is so cool. 763-406-5600. Andy, where are we starting the bidding on this one?
On this one, we're starting off today at $600. So if you are interested, you and 3 friends or you and 3 enemies for all we care. We just want to have you and 3 other folks want to join and have this amazing experience. We were just hearing in the last segment too. I mean, you can set this type of thing up. We got Father's Day right around the corner. This could be a great gift for somebody that loves this kind of thing. This could be their dream. It doesn't have to be a kid. It could be somebody who's a kid at heart who just knows that this has always been their dream to be on air.
I love that. 763-406-5600. I want to bring in our friend Drew Halverson, who is on the line right now.
Drew is with us to talk a little bit about what this experience is going to be like. Hey, Drew.
Hey, Jason. How you doing?
Man, I mean, this is so kind of you guys to offer this up. The opportunity to be in the booth with Kris and Dan, just awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, yeah, Twins have a couple different packages that we've supported today for our partners and you guys, Odyssey and MDP. And when Brad Lane reached out, we talked about things that a normal consumer couldn't buy. And this package alone has 2 things in it that a consumer can't necessarily buy. That's the on-field experience for batting practice, which is really cool to be sitting behind the turtle on the cage and watching these guys hit baseballs, and just the detail that goes into their pregame routine with ground balls, and they even come over and sign an autograph or 2. And then you get to go up to the booth and chat with Dan Gladden and Kris Atteberry and participate in our broadcast. So that's not something that we offer really to anybody. So it's kind of a unique experience on a couple of different fronts.
763-406-5600. And then you get 4 tickets to the game as well. And the Thrivent Club is a beautiful place to watch the game, isn't it?
The Thrivent Club is my preferred seating arrangement. If my family comes to a game, which is not often, we go to the Thrivent Club. I got 3 young kids, and there's padded seats, so we got some indoor accessibility, some premium food. So, yeah, definitely a great seating area and good vantage points to the game.
Jason, you and I have had the honor and pleasure, been so lucky to be down on the field for batting practice or before the game. Just to see the ballpark from that view is a unique experience. And like Drew was saying, it's something you can't buy. I mean, that to me is worth the price of admission alone. Just to be able to see batting practice or to see the ballpark from that view is something special. And I'm sure a family would love to do something like that. But then to go up and be in the booth with Kris and with Danny, I mean, seriously, it does not get better than that for anybody that's a big Twins fan.
I do think like that moment, Andy, have you ever been, on the field behind home plate?
No,
it's pretty cool.
That's true, man. As you're saying this, Dan, as you're saying all this, all I could think of is, man, as a dad myself, I should maybe consider
it up. Here we go. It's pretty good, but I heard that WCCO old school jingle, which lets us know we have a bid, Andy, at 763-406-5600. What do we got?
We have Joe coming in with a $700 bid to get us started.
Attaboy, Joe.
Yeah, way to go, Joe. We're so excited for you to be here. But you're going to have to keep watching and listening and possibly even raising your bid if somebody else comes in and outbids you.
All right. Drew, the Twins made a big announcement today that I thought was pretty cool, offering season ticket holders the chance. Well, first of all, they said, look, we're going to discount your season tickets next year. based on like how many games you come to. I think it's pretty brilliant, just encouraging and rewarding fans who have already bought these tickets to get them to show up. I think that's pretty fun.
Yeah, we're absolutely looking at engaging our ticket holders and the rest of Twins territory a little bit differently as we go forward and kind of treating the product as globally. We've offered discounts with Twins TV with tickets and what have you. And this is another way to look at a one-stop shop for our season ticket holders in terms of their experience and come to Target Field and how they engage with the product. So you always want to reward our most loyal fans, and I think we did that today.
I was watching last night. What a fun game to watch. And Trevor Plouffe is such a delight. Like I love listening to him on the TV side.
To have Corey back
on radio.
That's a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was a win-win.
So I'm actually in Texas with those guys right now, just making sure that Corey was able to knock the rust off. But yeah, it's been a fun couple of games here with those two, and they've picked it up, just like that between the two of them, and the subtle digs that they give each other while calling an entertaining baseball game. It's a fun listen.
It's been really fun. Love how you're always keeping it fresh on the radio side with Kris and the rotating group of people, and obviously fun to hear Corey back on the radio as well. Thank you to the Twins, and thank you, Drew, for all your help and all your support of this today.
Absolutely, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
All right, we'll see you out there for one of those Dodgers games for sure. We're going to bring Drive Time with DeRusha out there. Proud to be the home of the Twins, and we love getting out to Target Field. The generosity of the Minnesota Twins, that is part of what makes them a special part of our community. They understand that the work that happens in this building at NMDP and at so many other great community nonprofits, all of it works together. The strong sports teams, the strong civic engagement, the great times that we have together hanging out. We want to make sure that people who end up diagnosed with a blood cancer have a pathway to those great experiences, the pathway to enjoy the same things in our community that all of us get to enjoy. And you can help that out by calling right now, 763-406-5600. The fun part of this, Andy, is the chance that you're going to get those 4 seats at a Twins game. You're going to get the on-field batting practice access, and then that chance on the radio as well. But people are welcome to donate just if they're touched by the cause to donate anything, right?
Yeah, we've been encouraging people to call in. We have so many interesting milestone numbers. I know earlier we had said we celebrated this June 150,000 transplants this June. And behind every number is a name, of course, as we always say. But while they're celebrating that, if you want to just call in and give $150 in honor of that, we'd love to have you call in. We'd love to have you be part of the great work that we're doing here today.
Love it. 763-406-5600. You can do it online too, nmdp.org/WCCO. Oh, look out. I was going to go to break, but Andy, I hear the sound. Let's go.
I'll tell you what, they know you're about to go to break. They want to be announced. That's Blair coming in with an $800 bid. Joe, if you want to get back in, you're going to have to call back in. We're going to need you back.
763-406-5600. New blood, always welcome.
Always.
We know that people wait for that last minute trying to get their top bid in. You can set a maximum bid as well. So if you want to call in and say, hey, I would go up to $2,000 for this experience, you can set it and we'll raise it for you. The phone is ringing. Keep it ringing. Keep it coming. We'll break and be back with more from the Cure Blood Cancer radio auction right here on WCCO.
This is the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
It's one of the most important moments of anybody's life, a wedding day. There's a reason more grooms are choosing J.H. & Sons at the Galleria in Edina. It's Jason DeRusha for the Twin Cities premium home for menswear. The team at J.H. & Sons has been making Minnesota men look and feel their best for more than 5 decades. To me, experience matters because who's leaving anything to chance at that moment? Frankly, for any big moment, look for a wedding, or a job interview, or graduation day.
Like,
you really want to show up in a 10-year-old suit pulled out of the back of your closet? Absolutely not. Get the personal connection for the pros. Go see Kevin or Chuck or Bryce or Dean or anyone at J.H. & Sons at the Galleria.
That is cool.
From those big moments to those casual nights.
Yeah, that's the part of it. Like,
looking and dressing your
you and I
best
can't
is
do that
what
'cause
we're
true.
doing.
We
The
can't get
Halberstadt
autographs
family
for
cares
any
so
of
much about Minnesota. They built their lives here. Now they want to help build yours. J.H. & Sons at the Galleria. Email list at jhnSons.com.
Attention all dog owners. If you have ever listened to the radio or TV for any length of time, America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathy doctor Dennis Black.
Come on, the Rangers can't look you up here. What's
Founder
the
of
point?
Rough Greens here. And if your dog
You're
suffers
working in
from
baseball.
bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. You see, all commercial dog food is dead food. That's why I created
Feels
Rough
right.
Greens. One daily scoop gives your pup the live vitamins,
Plausible.
omega oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me? Let your dog try it before you buy it. I'll send you a free Jumpstart trial bag. Risk-free. You just cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's ruffgreens.com. Use discount code NEWS. Don't wait. Give your dog the gift of life. It'll be at your house in a few days. Go to roughgreens.com. That's ruffgreens.com. Discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag. Rough Greens. Make any dog food better.
The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction is on, benefiting NMDP and being presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate
I don't know
on
the
News
laws
Talk
about this,
830 WCCO.
All right, the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction in effect. So grateful to Odyssey and WCCO locally, our parent company, allowing us to take the day and try to make a difference in the community. And you are helping us do that with incredible bidding. We are currently auctioning off a VIP broadcast experience at Target Field. Yes, the chance to go on the radio with Kris, Atteberry, and Dan Gladden, read the starting lineups on the Twins radio network is awesome. And you get on-field access during batting practice, where, Dan, we've seen it happen when players kind of come over to the season ticket holders
or
or
folks that are down there. We were just talking with our boss was reminding us that because you and I have been down there for batting practice before and seen it, but because we're media members, we can't get autographs. So the fans are getting an even better deal than we get.
How about that?
Yeah.
You deserved it.
Absolutely.
And we've got a great there it is.
We've got another bid that just came in with a $1,000
Wow.
bid.
And all right. Ann's not messing around. I like it.
No.
763-406-5600. We have another couple of minutes before we move on to our next item. That's going to be a unique experience to come into the WCCO radio studios and be a part of a weekly segment that Dan and I do every Friday. But right now, I really want to get this number up.
Yeah.
For the Twins VIP broadcast experience. Think of bringing your kids or bringing your grandkids down on the field before the game, and then maybe you've got that young daughter or granddaughter who's always wanted to be a sportscaster, and you bring her up in the Twins radio booth and let her read the starting lineups on the radio.
The kids that know every single player's name and know all the would love to have the opportunity to announce them. That's amazing.
And then they get to claim when they become a future broadcaster, they get to bring out that clip.
Yep.
They're like, I was actually on I was a Twins radio announcer. It's fine.
And it was my grandparents. Had my grandfather not given me that shot.
Yes.
The seats in the Thrivent Club aren't nothing either. That's
right.
That's a fun place to sit and watch a ball game. If it's warm,
I love
you've got
those
the
seats.
You got the indoor area you can go sit in, catch some air conditioning. You got great food options up in that area, and the seats are great sight line, but nice seats to sit in as well. It's not hard plastic or anything like that. Those just in and of themselves, to go 4 seats to go see a game, that's a great deal. To have the on-field experience before the game and in the booth announcing the starting lineups, I don't know how you $1,000 is a steal for this right now.
And the flexibility that you get to work with the Twins on the game. A lot of times these type of items are tied to a specific day. The Twins are going to work with you and make it happen. So it works for everybody. 763-406-5600 is the number. And Andy, one of the things we've been reminding people of is if you're on the stream, your deadline is coming up now, if you want to call it.
Yeah, if you hear right now, it's already 4:26 when you're hearing this, and we are in the past by that point. So if you're on the stream, we encourage you to call early, call often, put in that max bid, do something like that, because that way you know that you're not going to miss out if somebody else should come in before you, or you miss the close, which would be unfortunate.
Joe and Blair, who put in early bids, now's your chance to stick it to Ann and get it back.
That's right.
This is the kind of competition we like to encourage because we know it's leading to life-saving research, Dan.
And of course, this is a tax-deductible donation. Let's not forget about that you're making to NMDP. So you're not only getting this package, but you're giving money, like you said, to a terrific cause. You're helping people with blood cancer and all the financial stuff that they incur when that diagnosis hits. You're also helping the people that are donating, right? Because that's not nothing to donate,
That's right.
Bone marrow. So
that's right.
The financial barriers that can get in the way to people wanting to be donors, NMDP helps eliminate those as well.
Such a good
your
point.
money is going to help those folks as well.
Yeah.
So you're creating that and more opportunities for people with blood cancer to actually get that life-saving treatment.
763-406-5600. That is the number if you want in on this item. If you don't want in on this item, but you do want to step up and help out NMDP, we would love to hear from you as well. You can call that same number, 763-406-5600, or you can go online. You can donate. I went online earlier today, nmdp.org/WCCO. Boom, you're in business.
That's right.
And we'll take your donation and take good care of it as well. Phone's ringing right now.
Yeah.
So I like to see it. We're almost halfway there through the drive time with the Russia auction item. So you're not going to want to wait to the very last minute. If there's something you want to get in on, we want you to get in on it for sure.
Hey, we should remind people too. We talked about, you're down the field for batting practice.
Yep.
And some of the players will come over and sign autographs.
Little autograph, yeah.
But if you catch Royce, you better be prepared to get him your autograph. Remember,
That's right.
what Royce's deal is. It's a trade. He'll autograph something for you, but then you got to sign something for him. So you got to be prepared for that as well if you're gonna bid on this.
Yeah, we saw that when we were down in spring training. It was
that's amazing.
So cool.
He's such a 10 of a human being. I'm so glad that he's playing better now that he's come back up from AAA, and hope that just keeps going.
Imagine being a kid and like Royce wants your autograph.
Right.
Like, it's pretty good stuff. It's pretty good stuff.
Uh-oh. All right. We are in a whole nother stratosphere. Now we've got some serious competition.
Look at that.
Tammy saw the $1,000 bid from Ann and said, oh, no. I'll bid another $1,000 more with a $2,000 bid.
Whoa.
There you go, Tammy.
Tammy, not messing around.
Oh, my goodness. 763-406-5600. If you want to up that, if you want to knock Tammy out, you got to call 763-406-5600. What a great bid, Tammy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tammy.
Drew did a great job selling it, I think. Drew laid it out, and
it's not a hard sell.
No,
right? This
it's
is a
so
great
easy.
experience.
Really, really good. Let's break. It's 4:28. I want to break. I'm going to give you another couple minutes, and then we'll let you know who won that item. In our next half hour, we are auctioning off a card DeSharks in-studio experience.
Oh, boy.
So it's the game and more. We'll lay that out for you as we continue. Dan, Jason, Andy from Frattallone Advancement with you here on NMDP Day. It is the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, all to benefit NMDP. Drive time back in a minute.
You're listening to the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gladden Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
162 games, and everyone could give you a pitching masterclass.
Fittingly stomps on the base, and Bailey Ober, a complete game 2-hit shutout.
A game-saving web gem.
Buck dives, and he makes the catch. What a catch by Byron Buxton to keep it a one-run game.
A moment.
Brad, did you write this one?
About tomorrow.
Trot hit high in the air, right field. Might have a chance. Out of here! A Tristan Gray grand slam.
Don't miss a pitch. Your flagship.
It caught my
home for
attention
youth
earlier today.
baseball.
I always think if one of these catches my attention, it's like, oh, that was good.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this summer, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more.
The
Shop now.
voiceover, phenomenal, but
Off custom printed banners. Staples. That was easy.
We've decided to offer Rufka's furniture trade-in event full time.
We'll give you $100 credit towards the Craftsman direct price
That's
of
good.
$1,000 purchase of Barufka's furniture.
Don't kick that old end table to the curb.
Trade it in for a $100 credit on your purchase.
I'd like to trade my spinach.
got a big bathroom project going on at the DeRusha house right
Mixed,
now.
haggling, or hard to understand. Minnetonka,
Maple
Woodburn,
Grove,
and Burnsville.
Maple Grove.
Decidedly.
Gas prices are up. Luther Kia of Bloomington
Lot
is there
of-
for you.
lot of
It's
residents.
Russia. I love my Kia, and I love
You know,
Dan and his team.
As
Plus,
soon
their
if someone
brand
wants to
new
move me
facility
south,
for
I'll move
approved
south. You know,
service
I mean,
made for Kia.
I'm very amenable to partnership
The Red
requests.
Hot 2027
Yes.
Telluride.
Right.
It is awesome.
I'm not
Get to
tied to any
35W at
geography.
494 and check out 0%
Right.
financing.
Why not?
Mortgages and
I like
surrender
Lakeville. We have some good
at
friends in Lakeville that we met at the at a
Feeling when
collect
your
trip.
body is tired, but your brain just
And
shut off. We've all been
good
there.
food scene, nice mayor down there.
That's where
They're doing some good
CBN
stuff.
comes in. CBN, short for
Fastest
cannabinol,
growing,
is a
I
natural
think that's the fastest growing community in
known
Minnesota
for
right
its
now.
relaxing, sleepy
Lakeville.
effects. Think
They
of
have a
it
lot of
like
land.
lights dimming
It's
signal.
pretty much Iowa to the south of there.
CBD, stay calm. CBN helps your body know it's time to rest. That's why we call it
Yeah.
CBD Night Night.
Northfield,
Mini
yeah.
Night and Night Plus sleep gummies.
I like
combined.
Northfield too, a little too far to commute to
CBD
work though.
and
Probably don't wanna do
CBG
that.
to help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, and then wake up feeling refreshed. Go to minileaf.com, MINNELEAF.com, minileaf.com, the home of Minnesota's best legal products. And tell them Jordana sent you.
Time to find out how it's moving on the roads and what's moving in via the skies. This is traffic and weather together on CCO, starting with a check of the commute.
You've got
Eastbound Road 96 crashed over the traffic's jammed in both directions. As a result, things are slow coming eastbound past 35 million, westbound closes to come off of 694. West 694 jammed up, Silver Lake Road over to Highway 252. And the USPS Ground Advantage reliable route is going to be routed northbound from Highway 15 to Highway 62. Jerry Peterson, News Talk 830 WCCO.
Oh no, the lights are flickering. The drain is backing up. The water heater just went cold. When home problems interrupt your day, call Randy's Electric and Plumbing. Same day repair, clear pricing before work begins. For those oh no moments, call Randy's Electric and Plumbing.
Now, the latest conditions and the outlook for the next few days with your CCO forecast.
Oh no! Oh no! I love having Randy's Electric with us on WCCO Radio. Now they bring us the weather forecast, which comes from our friend Kris Schaefer.
The rain and isolated thunderstorms will be clearing out. The clouds are going to clear out overnight tonight. Everything settles down as we fall back to 55. Bit of a breeze from the northwest tomorrow, but partly cloudy, 71 the afternoon high. Mid-70s on Friday. We could see a few scattered afternoon showers. Dry on Saturday with a high of 77, perhaps some rain, mainly south on Father's Day.
Live radar is showing sort of a window around Minneapolis. Heavy rain in the Litchfield, Wilmer, Hutchinson, New Ulm, Mankato area, and heavy rain out to the east as well. Just moving out of Red Wing and Wabasha and Winona. What has been left behind is a coolish night once again in St. Paul at 61 on CCO.
This is the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News
Hey,
Talk
Brad.
830
YouTube commenter says I
WCCO.
did great yesterday. YouTube commenter says I did great yesterday. No, it wasn't yours. It's totally unprompted.
Dan Cook would like everyone to praise him. He filled in on the show yesterday.
And the day before.
And you guys think I need constant reassurance. My goodness. Dan Cook. There it is.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's great. That's great. Emily says Dan was great yesterday.
Yeah.
I loved your
Appreciate it.
segments
Appreciate it.
yesterday. It's Very nice.
Coming for your job.
You're not the only one.
Well, that's
I mean,
true.
it's fine. Everybody's coming for me. I'm good. I'm good with that. What I love is the amazing response we had in our first half hour here on the Cure Blood Cancer Radio auction benefiting NMDP. Andy, that Twins VIP package with the on-field access and the chance to be on Twins Radio. Who's our winner?
Tammy wins with a $2,000.
Oh,
Wow.
very good.
Way to
Awesome.
go, Tammy. Bidding with authority. That's what I like to see.
Thanks to Tammy. Thanks to everybody who jumped in on that item. Every bid makes a difference, and every dollar makes a difference. And so this next item, basically, Dan and I are asking you not to hurt our feelings with this item. This is what happens. I always get nervous when we auction off a opportunity to participate in our show. But that's what we're doing here. Card DeSharks is our Friday 4 p.m. segment where we play a high-low card game. We have the cards in studio. People watch it on YouTube. You can see.
People come out to the fair to watch it.
And so you get to come into the studio with a guest, and you guys get to play the game in studio.
Live, in person, in studio.
And we'll pick a Friday. You can hang out the whole show if you want to. You get to hang out, and I'm going to buy you food and drinks.
And food and bev.
So, like, we'll bring in pizzas or something, whatever. We'll work it out. But it's going to be a party for you in the WCCO radio studio on a Friday afternoon.
And we pay for your parking.
And we're paying for your parking on top of that, which is sort of astonishing that they went
downtown Minneapolis,
that they went in for that.
That might cost more than the pizza.
So you get, I mean, if you want to do a segment with us, great.
Sure.
If you want to do the card to show, if you want to host it and make me play, fine. You are in charge of the show.
Do we want to let it be the card turner if they want to do that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because some people maybe you're like, I don't want to all that commotion.
Right. I want to be involved, but maybe not directly.
All you have to do is call 763-406-5600. Are we starting the bidding for this, Andy, at like $10? Like what is it worth to come and hang out with us?
I think you're underselling it a bit. I think that we're excited about starting this one at $500. All
right, seems
that first bid in. Be the bold first bidder. That's what we love to see.
I mean, the more you bid, the better dinner I buy you. It's probably what's
That's
happening.
fair. That's fair.
So we're going to make it fun. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind experience. And I promise not to take that Friday off. That's also,
or
wouldn't that be a move?
Or
you're like,
if they want to bid enough, maybe you didn't have to take the Friday.
That's right. For $2,000, if you want to drop $2,000, I will take the day off, and you don't have to deal with me. You can maybe Emily wants Dan and wants me not in this.
Emily,
game.
this is your
Come on,
chance.
Em. Here we go. Now's your chance. 763-406-5600 is the number. $500. We're just starting it at $500. This is, maybe you'd just like to make this donation anyway. Let's have some fun with it. And that's the Card DeSharks in studio experience. The other benefit is you do get the Jester Concepts gift card because you're going to win.
Right, for sure.
So
Either
you're getting $50 to use at one of the Jester Concepts restaurants. They're such a great sponsor. And you know what? I'm going to match that so you can go have
look out now.
So you can have a $100 night out at one of the Jester Concepts restaurants. So that'll be fun. You want to go to Butcher and Boar, you want to go to PS Steak, or you want to go to Parlor, get Parlor burgers and have a good time. All those options available. And by the time you redeem this, the new Revival Fried Chicken might be open, which they're opening in the North Loop in the Borough space, which will become a Revival Fried Chicken. So pretty fun. 763-406-5600. Hang out in studio with us on a Friday. We're doing it for fun. We're doing it to thank you for listening to the show and for thanking you to listen to the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction. But Dan, we're really doing it because we want to raise some big money for NMDP.
Yeah, it's just, this is an organization that does so much good for so many people. We're talking about blood cancer patients. We're talking about people, leukemia and other related diseases, 75% of whom don't have a donor that they can match with in their own families.
Yeah.
So that's why this National Marrow Donor Program, NMDP, is so important, because it hooks people up with potential donors that they're maybe not necessarily related to. And the more money that comes to the NMDP, the more research that they're doing. It doesn't have to even be a perfect match anymore. They can do all kinds of amazing things with partial matches at this point. And that kind of money supports not only the research, but it supports people with blood cancer. It supports donors. It goes so many different places. So, make a donation regardless. But here we want to try and give you a little something, come in and say thanks as part of our show.
763-406-5600. And Andy, I know you have a ton of information about the good that NMDP is doing.
What Dan was just saying was really important in the sense that only a handful of years ago, you needed a perfect match. You needed an 8 out of 8 to guarantee success. And the research that has been done over the years, the investment that NMDP has put into cell therapy research has helped us expand the available matches to a level that is just can impact so many more people.
We love it. 763-406-5600. Keep the bids coming. We're going to break in a minute. I want you to meet one of the volunteers who is out here answering calls today, and you'll hear her story as well about the difference that NMDP is making in people's lives. Every dollar we appreciate. You can donate by calling 763-406-5600, or you can do it online, nmdp.org/WCCO. That's the online donating portal. So if you're in the car right now, remember that, nmdp.org/WCCO. You can go right to that website and make your donation. More from the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction when we come back here on CCO.
The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction is on, benefiting NMDP and being presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
So when do you need to start thinking about a will? Find out at gutmanlaw.com. What is a living trust, and do you need this? Find out at gutmanlaw.com. What about a power of attorney or probate? We'll get all the answers to your questions when you schedule a free attorney consultation at, gutmanlaw.com. It's Jordana, and I didn't know the first thing about wills, living trusts, estate planning, but I didn't need to. All I did was reach out to my friend Matt Gutman and his partner Jamie.
I remember you, Leanna. How are you?
Estate plans. Now knowing that my loved ones will be taken care of no matter what.
I mean, who isn't? Who isn't?
It's too late to get these things taken care of. You can schedule a free, no-hassle consultation right on the website. Say it with me, gutmanlaw.com. Gutmanlaw.com, giving you peace of mind today for tomorrow. It's not just a slogan. I sleep better at night now that I have my estate plan in place. Thanks to Matt Gutman and Jamie.
I'm Kiara Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association. Companies focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. We couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide, a robust new website and improved SEO,
You have to stay somewhere.
immediate increases in traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at feminet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
And insurance dial 877-WEB-NOW-1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Losing a loved one is difficult enough as it is. If you work with the right real estate agent,
Get this
you
real
have
close.
any
You gotta
extra
hold it.
stress. The only one I
So
recommend
you sort of eat it a little bit. This isn't as bad as our
to
studio.
hear. Betty just sold a home with the Good Neighbor agent. She's a long-term
You're going to kill it. You're going to kill it.
from all of the stories she heard that she could trust the John Schuster Group Coldwell Banker Realty. Betty was left a property in an estate. She wanted to sell it and needed an expert by her side who could handle everything. She needed the stress off her plate. That was no issue for John. His marketing system reaches thousands of potential home buyers. It only took 3 days to get 3 offers for Betty's home. Her home sold for $15,000 over the asking price. From the first step to the final signature, John turns a stressful process into success stories. Go to johnschustergroup.com. JohnSchusterGroup.com.
Buy a home, sell a home, we'll get you moving. JohnSchusterGroup.com.
Terms and conditions may apply.
Time to find out how it's moving on the roads and what's moving in via the skies. This is traffic and weather together on CCO, starting with the check of the commute.
It's
plugged into the Whole Foods Market, West 694, still jammed up. Silver Lake Road over to Highway 252. 10 eastbound County Road 96, crash out the left side, keeping things slow in both directions. See that stretch. North 169, get ready for your slowdowns there as move up on the area of Excelsior Boulevard.
It's cool to have.
Save on best of summer fruit at Whole Foods Market. The organic yellow peaches for $3.99 per pound with prime through June 23rd. Enjoying the stone fruit season before it's too late. While supplies last, shop in store online. Terms apply. Jerry Peterson, News Talk 830 WCCO.
B&M Tree Services, certified arborists offering tree trimming, storm cleanup, and full tree removal with professional service at prices you can afford. Call 1-800-569-9034 or visit bnmtree.com. Trusted, professional, reliable.
Now, the latest conditions and the outlook for the next few days with your CCO forecast.
All right, let's get that forecast. Boy, I got caught in a deluge before when the rain came pouring down right after 2 in downtown Minneapolis. Those storms have moved out of this area, but a lot of you are still getting wet. I have to do this. I was winding up to throw it to Kris Schaefer, but I'm going to give you the forecast. The storms will move out later tonight. The low temperature is going to be about 51 degrees. Now, over the next couple of days, cooler temperatures. Tomorrow will be dry, and Friday afternoon looks like another chance of rain in the afternoon hours. 72 is the high. Keeping our eyes open on Father's Day on Sunday. It's not looking terrific. But you know what? Dads don't care. We're going to grill anyway, and we're going to be happy watching our beautiful lawns drinking up that rain. That is for sure. Right now in downtown Minneapolis, it is cloudy and 64 on CCO.
The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction is on, benefiting NMDP and being presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
That's not ideal.
It's still working.
I don't know. All right, we are live at the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, live here on CCO. Our number out here at NMDP is 763-406-5600. So I want you to call right now and make a $500 donation to NMDP. And with that, you get to come in studio and have a card DeSharks experience. It's our high-low card game show we play every Friday. It's 5 cards up on a big board. You call higher, lower, and the winner runs the table. 5 cards. Pretty fun stuff. We've been doing it for 4 years, and I'd love to have you guys come into the studio and get to see what it's like to host a show out of the legendary WCCO radio studios in downtown Minneapolis. We're providing food and drinks and free parking. So a fun experience to come on into the studio. And right now, nobody's bid on it. 763-406-5600. I'm hurt. I'm a little hurt that nobody wanted to bid on it. A little bit. How's the guilt going to work? Leanne is with us. She works with NMDP. You can watch Leanne and I have this conversation live on our YouTube channel at WCCO Radio. Leanne, it's good to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
All right, Leanne, tell me about your role here at NMDP because it's so critical in this whole process.
Yes, my first thing I'll tell you is that I absolutely love my job. I am a certified oncology patient navigator, and I work in the patient support center. So I work directly with the patients that are either getting their transplant or have had their transplant. And I also work with their caregivers as well.
And so it's an emotional time for folks, I imagine.
Yes, it can definitely be very emotional, very overwhelming.
They're nervous, right?
Oh, yes. And
because it's scary. Not only are they have cancer.
Right.
But this transplant thing seems scary.
Yes. Learning about what's going to take place during the transplant and then after, and how they will need to be like secluded, kind of like the old COVID days. They can't go anywhere, do anything. They have to be masked, and they have to stay indoors, away from others, make sure others aren't coming to visit them that, might be sick, because they can't get sick.
Their immune system is nothing.
Correct.
Right. I mean, that's really what you're transferring, a brand new immune system, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So it's a scary time in that regard.
Yeah.
But then it's also scary financially, right? Because you got to figure out, in some cases, you have to find temporary housing for 90 days or whatever.
Yes. Financial toxicity, it's the number one thing with these patients.
Isn't that interesting? You would think it's the medical part you'd be freaking out about.
No, a lot of patients, they have to stay in temporary housing to be close to the transplant center after they've had the transplant center or the transplant. So they have to find temporary housing, and that can be up to 90 days.
In case something goes wrong,
they need to be close.
Of course.
Mhm.
And of course, these transplant centers, we're lucky to have a great one here
Yes.
in Minneapolis.
Mhm.
But around the country, frankly, you could live in Wilmer and you probably got to get a little closer.
Yes. If you're in Wilmer, you're going to need to find temporary housing right there by the U.
All right. Your donation could make a difference. Your donation could help Leanna make somebody feel a little more comfortable through that
Yes.
scary moment. And you could do it right now. It's 763-406-5600. We're auctioning off a chance to come in studio and essentially take over Drive Time with DeRusha. We're inviting you to play our game show on a Friday, Card DeSharks. But maybe you want to take part in our Enough segment, where you get to rant and rave about whatever's on your mind. That works too. All sorts of options for you if you call 763-406-5600. You can donate online at nmdp.org/WCCO. You must have like an incredible sort of heart to be able to comfort people in this time.
Well, I guess you could say I have a lot of empathy.
Yeah.
I'm told that. Yes. I love my job. It's just the most rewarding job I've ever had.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
What's the best moment for you?
knowing that the patient has finally been able to receive their transplant. They were able to receive some of our financial assistance through the donations that we get from others to help them pay for their temporary housing or pay for transportation to get to and from their transplant center. Yeah, it's wonderful.
It's, you know what, I mean, just thinking of having that caring person who's been trained to handle these scenarios, that's part of what NMDP is doing. It's not just the cutting edge research and the incredible outreach to the medical community and the registry and all of that stuff, but it's also, your donation is for a little bit of empathy, a little bit of hand holding in that scary time. So good.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for all that you do.
Yeah,
really
thank you.
appreciate it. Leanna, so great to have you with us. Let's go, people. Andy, people have to do this for Leanna, don't you think?
Absolutely. Thank you so very much for sharing your story, and this is just one of so many people that work here. So much of the staff, they care so much about what we're doing, and they're here manning the phone banks. They're ready for your call. Just so many volunteers and just people who have made this a calling for them. It's really amazing.
763-406-5600. We're going to break. We'll come back and let you know who's going to join us in studio. $500 is our opening bid. So somebody bid on this, right? Or should I just sit here in silence until one of you cheapskates gets on the phone? See, there we go. Fake us. It's a fake out. 763-406-5600. Every donation is appreciated, and you can donate online at nmdp.org/WCCO.
This is the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law Wills Trust
nailed it.
Probate
Yeah.
on
You
News
nailed
Talk
it.
830
She nailed it.
WCCO.
Gas prices are up. Luther Kia of Bloomington is there for you. It's Jason DeRusha. I love my Kia, and I love Dan Digman and his team. Plus, their brand new facility, service-based for Kia excellence. EVs, hybrids, the red hot 2027 Telluride. I just test drove it. It is awesome. Get to 35W and 494 and check out 0% financing on Sportages and Sorrentos at Luther Kia of Bloomington.com.
Guarantee cash offer is the way to go. Just call Kris Lindahl. He'll buy your house today. He'll help you get a fresh start right away. Just call Kris Lindahl with his arms so wide. He'll help you move on fast and keep things simplified. Just call Kris Lindahl. His program is the bomb. Apply for your offer at KrisLindahl.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, rock star. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe...
Yeah, nobody wants to come watch our show. You know? Yeah.
Out of everything.
Not that thrilling.
Financial independence, all with Chase.
Yeah.
That's good for kids and good for parents.
Perhaps
Visit
so.
your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
You're listening to the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
All right, we're about to put a bow on the 4 o'clock hour here at the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction. We are coming to you live from NMDP, the former Be the Mat, right in downtown Minneapolis. They're celebrating reaching 150,000 transplants. Just amazing. Leukemia and other blood cancers. They're tackling it all over here. And you can make a difference by calling 763-406-5600. Continental Diamond time check right now is 4:57, which means you got about 3 minutes left on the Drive Time with DeRusha in-studio experience. You're guaranteed to win $100 at Jester Concepts by coming into the studio. So, think about that. $500 is the opening bid.
You know, you said earlier that future broadcaster.
Yeah.
I mean, boy, you bring in, maybe this is something you want to bring in one of your kids and have some fun and let them kind of see the behind the scenes. This is that there's an exclusive kind of behind the curtain you're getting out of this whole experience.
I'll let them run the board. Sure, that's fine. It is a cool experience, and so many people. I think about myself as a college student or a high school student, what that would mean. So think about that. If you've got somebody in your life who would enjoy it, you pretty much have the open on-ramp to get this thing right now at 763-406-5600. Next hour, we have 2 enormous packages to give away. First is an experience at Surdyk's, the great cheese shop, restaurant, liquor store in Northeast Minneapolis. That'll be at our 5 o'clock hour. Half hour, and then at 5:30 it's a Continental Diamond experience that includes a luxury pre-owned watch. So it's a watch party where you're literally getting a watch. Pretty cool. So great items on tap for the next hour, but we still have a couple minutes left. Dan Cook, are people afraid of hanging out with us?
I'm trying real hard not to take it personally right at the moment. I'll tell you that. But
yeah.
No, I get it. But this is a chance to make a really cool donation to a great company.
Just make a donation. How about we take $250? Lower it to $250. Somebody give us $250 for the in-studio experience. You're getting $100 at Jester Concepts because you're going to win card DeSharks, and I'm throwing in $50 of my own money.
Perfect.
763-406-5600. We just want to make some money for NMDP. They are working so hard to innovate, to come up with new research, just so they can save more lives. People with blood cancer is a scary, scary moment. Our own Jordana Green, one of those people whose life was saved because of NMDP. And that's why we're here today. Let's go. nmdp.org/WCCO, 763-406-5600. Two more exclusive auction items coming your way after ABC News.
When it matters, this is where Minnesota turns. News Talk 830 WCCO.
KMND HD2, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Streaming now via the iHeart and Apple
From
Radio
ABC
apps.
News, I'm Michelle Franzen. The Trump administration disclosing terms of the proposed memo of understanding between the U.S. and Iran set to be signed Friday in Geneva. It calls for an immediate ceasefire on all fronts, including Lebanon, reopens the Strait of Hormuz, and resumes nuclear talks. President Trump says billions of Iranian funds could also be frozen if Iran behaves. ABC's Jonathan Karl says the deal falls short, though, of the joint agreement made during the Obama administration on nuclear program.
This is under the Obama deal. Iran reaffirms that under no circumstances will Iran ever, no time limit, will Iran ever seek, develop, or acquire any nuclear weapons. So that is something that was already in place in the agreement that President Trump ripped up during his first term. So there's going to be a lot of criticism of this agreement, and a lot of it coming from people that were cheering the president on when he engaged on this military operation in the first place.
Iranian parliament member Mohammad Ghalibaf, in an interview with Iran State TV, claiming Iran won over the great military power. The FBI continues to search for more suspects in the alleged drone plot targeting Sunday's White House UFC event. 5 people have been charged. Authorities say more than 20 others may have been involved in the plan.
That initial tip was given to the FBI by a local police.
Get some action.
After a mother of a 19-year-old suspect charged.
30 seconds.
Called because she was so concerned about his basketball team and the concerning conversations that he was having online. And that led the FBI to then get a confession from him and search his phone and uncover this plot where they would have launched.
It's worth it's worth a lot, and it's worth nothing.
And then following that, as people were fleeing the South Lawn, they planned to position snipers who would take out high-value targets.
ABC's Alex Allen. Along the Gulf Coast, residents bracing for Tropical Storm Arthur, the first storm of the hurricane season. You're listening to ABC News.
All right, we are live at the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction at NMDP, and we just got a flurry of activity on our card DeSharks in-studio experience. Andy, who's... Oh, there's the sound. Yes, that was the flurry of activity. That's what the little dinger means. How we do on that one, Andy?
I'll tell you what, Jack swung in, I think, at the very end, kind of waiting in the weeds, waiting to strike. Jack walks away with it tonight. We're
Great.
Really excited. Thank you, Jack. I know you're going to have a great time.
Very good. Jack, we will see you. And our next item is right around the bend. I've never seen this item before. The team at Surdyk dreamed this up just for us. You're going to bring 6 or 7 friends for an unforgettable evening that'll involve walking through the store and picking out 2 bottles of wine, going to the cheese shop and picking out some cheese, and then having a specially curated dinner right there at Sidebar in Surdyk. So cool. We will auction that off in just a couple minutes after Laura Oakes updates us on all the news.
Minnesota's trusted voice. Every hour. Let's get you caught up with what's happening now on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Cloudy, 66 degrees at 5:03. The latest plan for extending the Metro Transit Light Rail Blue Line is raising more than a few eyebrows.
One of the biggest concerns is the cost, which has ballooned to $3.58 billion.
This thing is just slowly dying. It's a dying dog.
Representative John Kosnick is co-chair of the House Transportation Committee. He says in 2025, the legislature ordered the Met Council to look at rapid bus transit as an alternative.
For less than 1% of the cost, $120 million due in arterial bus rapid transit. So it's a faster bus than regular route service and provides some of the same benefits.
The design for the line is about 90% complete, but Kosnick says it's not too late to put the brakes on. Susie Jones, News Talk 830 WCCO.
A change in strategy for the alleged killer of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. A judge in New York today announcing that Luigi Mangione will assert a psychiatric defense at his state murder trial.
Mangione's lawyers will attempt to show that he was suffering from extreme emotional disturbance at the time of the shooting on a Midtown sidewalk. If successful, Mangione could be sent to a psychiatric treatment facility rather than prison.
That's WCCO's Taylor Rivera. Mangione is also facing murder charges in federal court. A new development as concession stand workers at Target Field get set to strike next week.
The employer of Target Field concession workers filed an unfair labor practice complaint against the union, claiming negotiations with the union have lacked a comprehensive proposal on complex issues, and without proper data, they can't calculate the cost of those proposals. A strike by union workers is set for July 22nd. The next bargaining session is scheduled for the following day.
That's WCCO's Ari Bergeron. 2 years ago, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz was riding high as he campaigned to become the next vice president. Now, a new poll finds his approval rating has fallen to 39% in his final year in office. WCCO radio political analyst Blois Olson.
And the idea that he is now below 40% in popularity in his own state shows that the volatility and the mood of the electorate is not invested in long-term relationships right now. They want people they can trust, that are consistent, and that are there. And he just has had trouble kind of pulling that off the last few years.
Olson says the fraud crisis is also to blame for the governor's declining popularity. WCCO News Times, 5:06.
Time to find out how it's moving on the roads and what's moving in via the skies. This is traffic and weather together on CCO, starting with a check of the commute.
E694 seeing slow down Central Avenue heading up to Highway 10. Traveling 394, you're going to find that eastbound run to be slow coming in for 100.
Sounds good.
Downtown 52 northbound, typical slowdowns in place there. Plato to 94. Jerry Peterson, News Talk 830 WCCO.
Hungry? Go to Dickey's Barbecue Pit of Egan for real Texas barbecue. All meats smoked fresh in-house daily. You can dine in, take out, have it delivered, or have your event catered anywhere in the metro. Just go to Dickeys.com. Dickey's Barbecue Pit of Egan, the Twin Cities catering leader.
Now, the latest conditions and the outlook for the next few days with your CCO forecast.
Brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue Pit of Egan, the Twin Cities catering leader. Find them at Dickeys.com. Here's WCCO TV Chief Meteorologist Kris Schaefer.
The rain and thunderstorms move out. The clouds will follow overnight tonight. We'll fall back to 55. Tomorrow looks nice. It will be a little breezy. Northwest wind 10 to 15. A high of 71, which is still 9 degrees below average. But we get the sunshine back. A few scattered afternoon showers are possible on Friday with a high of 71. Saturday, the nicest day of the forecast period. Sunshine and 77.
Cloudy right now, 66 at News Talk 830 WCCO.
This is the 4th annual Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction on News Talk 830 WCCO, benefiting the life-saving work at NMDP and presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate.
Hi, I'm Haley, a 2-time transplant recipient. I'm thriving after overcoming aplastic anemia in 2020 and leukemia in 2023.
Now, let's head back to NMDP and hear who claimed the previous half hour's experience and about what the next amazing package you can bid on will be as the auction continues.
What a day all throughout the day here on WCCO Radio. Jason DeRusha, Dan Cook, Andy Imholt from Frattallone Advancement, all a part of this incredible fundraising effort here at NMDP. We are raising money to help cure blood cancers. That is the focus, and we're so grateful to our listeners for just stepping up and saying, yep, we're in. We're in. So we, last hour, sold a great experience thanks to the Minnesota Twins and Twins Radio, on field, in the booth. We sold Andy an opportunity to come into the WCCO radio studio and be a part of our show. But this hour, I feel we've saved two of the biggest packages for the last. Don't you think?
I think so. And in fact, I would say that you aren't the only one who's thinking that, because in true auction fashion, our package here, we're going to start it off with, there is already a $600 bid and then a $700, and now an $800 bid is in. Amanda is our high bidder with $800 right now as we go in. Let's tell them about this package, though.
This is an evening at Surdyk, the iconic Surdyk in Northeast Minneapolis. I love this liquor store. I love the cheese shop, and they have a tremendous restaurant as well. And the team at Surdyk, I reached out and said, like, I love having you guys a part of this. What do you think we could do? What would be fun? What would make a difference? And the team over there said, all right, let's come up with something really special. And so my friend Taylor Surdyk and Melissa Surdyk, the next generation of Surdyks running the store, challenged one of their true leaders, Gina Mangiamelli, who I've known for a while as well, and she is with us on the John Schuster Coldwell Banker hotline because Gina came up with this incredible experience. Oh, she's not with us yet. I'm sorry. I thought Gina was ready to rock. We'll get Gina in a couple minutes, but let me tell you about this experience. And Gina came up with it.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, what if we had people go with one of our wine experts and pick out 2 bottles of wine?
Nice.
Then we had them walk into the cheese shop and have like a kind of curated cheese board experience. And then they go into Sidebar, sit down, and we open those bottles of wine. They have a special multi-course meal just for their table. You get to experience all of the things that make Surdyk such a cool part of Northeast Minneapolis. It's just for you. It's special. It's interactive. I'm going to bid on this. You can have 6 or 7 guests. So you could have a party of 8. And what a night, Andy.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I will
this sound
tell you,
amazing?
if you're not the biggest wine, like you're nervous, you know, the intimidation of walking to a place like Surdyk and knowing what to be able to be guided through the experience by someone who can help you pick the perfect wines, help you pair it with a great cheese. I mean, this is
pretty cool.
And then have the whole thing. It sounds great.
763-406-5600. The leading bid right now is Amanda at $800.
That's correct.
But Gina is with us on the John Schuster Coldwell Banker hotline. Gina, first of all, thank you so much, and thank you to the Surdyk family, for donating this. What a cool evening that you have sort of dreamed up for the winner of this item.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. It's kind of the best Surdyk's experience. You could kind of put together the best of all their 3 little parts of the store. So I'm excited for whoever wins.
Yes, it's good. This is so cool. So Gina is the culinary director over there at Surdyk. In Surdyk, you know, most people I think know the wine shop, the liquor store, but I think your cheese shop and your sandwich counter and that whole operation and the catering that people do. We had Surdyk do one of the kids' graduation parties. But Sidebar has become such a hotspot in Northeast Minneapolis too. So the restaurant, you just have that full experience. This package gets a little bit of all of it, right?
Yeah, I think Surdyk itself is kind of unique. I mean, it's been around for such a long time, like you're saying. I think some people don't really know about all it has to offer, but it has a really lovely cheese shop. So the winner of the auction will get walked through our cheese case with the head cheesemonger, and you get to kind of pick your own journey for your charcuterie board there, and then they repeat the same thing on the wine side. So you'll get a private wine consultant to pick out a couple beautiful bottles for your lovely dinner that you'll get at Sidebar.
So
a really cool package.
That's so cool. Gina, I was looking at this package. I'm like, I'm betting on this package. This is so good.
I sent it right before I got on with you. I sent it to my in-laws, hoping that maybe they would, they would snag it up.
we could share it. I like it. I just think this is so special, and I've never seen, Andy, you do so many auctions. I've never seen anything like this interactive. I've never seen any item like this.
That's a really good point. We do. I mean, you and I have done a
Yeah.
number of events together. There's all these different.
A lot of sit down, and we'll do a dinner.
You just come. We'll take care of you, and this is we'll take care of you, but you can also help guide what makes the night special. You know, all that selection. Gina, this is it's very unique, and it's a really great experience.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think the wine consultants are gonna, you know, the selection there is really cool, well curated. I think one of the more interesting selections in the city of all the different wines. So people are just going to have a really, you know, a really good option or good options to pair with all their sidebar dinners. And then you head over to the cheese shop, and they have really awesome, interesting cheese. And all sorts of specialty items, olive oil, salt, you know, all this cool stuff you get to peruse before you sit down. So
and dinner, you'll have those wines, and they have you're a cocktail and bar director.
We haven't talked about the cocktails yet. Yeah. You get to kind of talk to the bar manager about what your favorite, you know, are you dry, you like acid, you're big on lime, you know, whatever you like spicy, and then they're going to do a custom cocktail. So I think that's really cool.
How about that?
Look at that.
That is so cool. Yeah. The Surdyk's bar director taught me about the Carajillo, which was a cocktail I had never had before. I had it at Sidebar, which now is one of our family's favorites, one of our favorite cocktails. So,
well, I love that. Yeah, she's excellent. So
she is the best. You have a great team over there, and we're just so grateful for the Surdyk family and for you, Gina, for dreaming this up. So we're going to raise a ton of money for this. So thank you so much.
Of course, yes. The Surdyks, like I said, they've been there for a long time. I think they're a good part of the community, and they love giving back. So I think they're excited to offer this package too.
All right. And happy birthday to Emily. I know she's celebrating tonight as well. And Taylor, it's very good. Gina, thank you. Thanks for everything.
Of course. Yeah, good luck.
All right. 763-406-5600. And while we were talking to Gina, we got another bid, Andy.
That's right. Leanna came in with a $900 bid. So that is now our top bid.
Nice.
Caitlin, Kelly, Amanda, I know you all bid early to get this thing rolling. So jump back on. Now's the time.
Custom cocktail designed for you.
Oh, man.
2 bottles of wine that you get to pick out with the wine expert from the store. And they told me they're going to, now not everything is going to be up, but just about everything in the store is going to be up for grabs.
This is,
wow.
I mean,
awesome experience.
And then guiding an experience like that is just what a cool opportunity for you to learn. And not, I mean, you go to a cheesemonger, and you can be intimidated, but they're going to help you through it.
Pretty
it's
fun.
Be so well done.
763-406-5600. That is the number, our special hotline for the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP. We are live at the NMDP headquarters. And we know, Dan, what a difference NMDP makes in so many lives. We know our friend Jordana, whose life was absolutely saved by the fact that she found a match and had that stem cell transplant and was able, or had that blood cell transplant, had the marrow, and came in and basically they clean out, here's your new immune system that lets you live. I mean, just incredible.
The need is great. I mean, every day they get 15 grant requests from patients in need of financial support as they move through this process of transplant and recovery. Just last year alone, NMDP provided more than $7 million in patient assistance to over 3,400 families. That's an incredible amount of assistance to people who are in desperate need when it comes to blood cancer issues. And not only are you going to get this great experience, but you're talking about a tax-deductible donation to a worthy nonprofit. And it's something that you get to get this awesome experience for you and your friends, and you're doing wonderful, wonderful things for people that are in need of help. And the fine folks at NMDP provide that for you.
We're looking at shy of 20,000 people every year who get diagnosed with the new blood cancer. Maybe it's sickle cell, maybe it's leukemia, whatever the case might be. But NMDP is the leader in cell research. They're the leader in connecting people with a transplant. but they go way beyond that. That's why, you might remember them as Be the Match. Be the Match is part of what happens here and a critical part of what happens here, but it's so much bigger than that because it's really about finding cures and really ending this thing, hopefully for good, getting more and more people connected with the help they need.
It's all about advancing the science.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's about the patient.
And it's here.
Yeah. It's right here in Minneapolis, right in this beautiful area of the North Loop where we're lucky enough to broadcast from today. And it's, again, you have this amazing experience with Surdyk that you get to have. But beyond that, you're doing this world of good for all of these people who are in serious need of help. And yeah, it's the resources, it's the support, it's the emotional support with your guest that you talked to a little bit ago. And it's the science, moving that science forward. We got from a point where you had to have this perfect match in order for this treatment to work to now it doesn't necessarily have to be a perfect match for the treatment to work. And that opens up that many more people that can be donors. And by the way, that's the other thing that they do here is support the folks who are donating bone marrow, because that's not nothing. And so they're making it easier for folks to do that so that many more people can get the life-saving treatment that they so desperately need.
763-406-5600. The top bid is $900 for this evening at Surdyk. And what a night it's going to be. So grateful. Oh, I said the top bid was $900, but Andy, it looks like that is about to change.
Yeah, as we sit here, we're watching the numbers come in. We're watching it, and you hear that sounder. All of you out there listening, you can hear it. We just had a $1,500 bid come in, and we're really excited about it. We're excited for what this means. Now, that does mean that we've got a few friends that have already bid that can jump right on.
Yeah.
They can also do a max bid if they're running out of time. You can also put in a max bid if you want to keep going higher. But at $1,500, they're going to have a real good time.
You think about you and 6 or 7 guests, that unforgettable evening, that curated dinner at Sidebar. The more you bid, the more likely that Taylor and Melissa Surdyk and Gina are going to, let you pick the good stuff. From the inside Surdyk in Northeast Minneapolis. 763-406-5600. Keep the calls coming. Let's break. Give you a chance to call in. Call a friend. You can split the item with a friend.
There you go.
You both want to chip in $1,000. Let's go. You bring the buddy. Off you go picking out this incredible experience. Pretty fun. One of a kind experience, without a doubt, at Surdyk. Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction. This and one more item as we take you up to Henry Lake at 6 o'clock on CCO.
The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction is on, benefiting NMDP and being presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or rolling walls, do yourself a favor.
Friday, I don't remember when we talked about it.
They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks.
Oh, it wasn't that.
No, it wasn't that.
Is it different?
See website for details.
In a world,
I think it was Friday. It was like an 8-minute segment we did on Friday.
Can change everything. I'm Mike Bryant from
I
Butcher and
posted
Boar.
it.
Every day
So
we
it's
see
because I clipped
people heads buried in their phones, unaware of the dangers they're in.
But it's because I
Texting
clipped
driving
it.
isn't
So it's
just
these
reckless.
clips.
It's playing Russian roulette with your life and the lives of others. In just 4
clips.
seconds of distraction, you've driven the length of a
Because then my
football field.
clip got
Is there any
remixed
text message that's worth your life, that's worth the lives of others? I've been fighting for the rights of the injured for over 30 years, but I'd rather you never meet me in a courtroom.
Who cares?
So hear me now. Stop texting and driving. Pay attention. Value your lives and the lives around you. And if you won't, know this. At Bradshaw and Bryant, we're relentless. We won't back down. We bring justice to those that need it.
Find Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
With Mike Bryant on your side, seeking justice for the injured.
Brad, second segment of the 5 o'clock hour on
Attention
Friday.
all dog owners. If you have ever listened to the radio or TV for any length of time, you've probably heard of America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black, Amazon best-selling author and founder of Rough Greens here. And if your dog suffers from bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. I've seen all commercial
totally
dogs.
understand why you're not
Yeah,
doing that.
that's why I created Rough Greens. One daily scoop gives your dog the live vitamins, oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me?
Now we're talking. Now this is actual auction. This is what something like this might.
Risk-free.
Starting to get it.
Cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's ruffgreens.com. Use discount code NEWS. Don't wait. Give your dog the gift of vibrant health. Order now. It'll be at your house in a few days. Go to roughgreens.com. That's ruffgreens.com. Discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag today. Rough Green. We make any dog food better.
You're listening to the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Well, this is getting fun out here. And yes, indeed. 2 more items left to go. The Surdyk evening that involves you picking out 2 bottles of wine in Surdyk, going to the cheese shop, meeting with the cheesemonger, setting up a charcuterie board for then your special dinner in Sidebar, the great restaurant in Surdyk. And holy moly.
Yeah.
We got 2 bids, I think, since we broke.
Yeah.
First, should we do Shelly first?
Well, first off, I didn't have Patricia's name when we did the $1,500 bid.
Oh,
so she bid, and then as we were cutting to break, another bid came in,
Okay.
but we didn't even get a chance because we were rolling. And Shelly comes in with $1,600, but then, not to be outdone, Patricia comes roaring back with a $3,000.
Wow! How about that, Patricia? They're gonna
dropping the hammer.
Yes.
Talking.
Patricia, so grateful for that incredible bid, $3,000. Does anybody want to see how high Patricia's going to go? Now's your chance at 763-406-5600. What a donation from the Surdyk family, Taylor and Emily, Melissa, just incredible people. They've been such great friends to our show over the years. And having this donation to help out NMDP, you know that $3,000 is going to make such a difference. We heard from Leanna about the financial stresses that so many people are going through as they go through this transplant process, which I think a lot of people don't even think about. The fact that it's scary enough to find, am I going to find someone that will match enough? Is this going to be helpful? Will a family member match? Do I need a stranger? How's this going to work? And then to realize, well, if your transplant center is far from your home, you're going to need temporary housing somewhere close to the transplant center, perhaps for 3 months.
Yeah.
As your immune system sort of rebuilds itself. So Patricia's bid is going a long way to help people out in that situation, Andy.
Yeah, in 2025, NMDP provided more than $7 million in patient assistance to over 3,400 families. It's no small amount of money that is needed to make sure that this life-saving treatments that they're available to people, and making sure that happened. And like you said, each dollar that we raise, maybe $3,000 might be a little bit outside your price range.
Yeah,
but you still want to give $100 or $50 or make a donation. You can also call in at 763-406-5600 or go to nmdp.org/WCCO and make a donation, because every dollar makes a difference.
Amazing. Love to see it. We have about 2 more minutes left in this item, and then we'll move on to our final item of the night, which is Continental Diamond watch party. And it's a watch party because you are getting a watch. We're auctioning off a watch and an experience in the store where you get to bring some friends, try on some jewelry, take some pictures, have some fun in the jewelry store. So it's sort of a semi-private experience in the store with me. So we'll have some snacks and some food and jewelry and pretty fun. But you've got another minute left if you want to one-up Patricia, who dropped the $3,000 bomb here. Bold. I like it. It just says, come for it. You want to come? You want to come? You got to go through Patricia. All right? Come for the queen.
That's right.
763-406-5600 is our number. We'll let you know if Patricia gets it or if somebody wants to get in on it in just a minute. The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction. One more item before we wrap up an unbelievable day here on WCCO Radio.
This is the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Tech, sponsored by Ethos.
Artificial intelligence was the leading reason for job cuts for the third month in a row in May at more than 38,000, accounting for 40% of overall layoffs last month. Outplacement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas reports that AI has accounted for nearly 88,000 job cuts in 2026.
10 seconds.
Layoffs.
In the break, we have
cut more jobs than any
let's
other.
see how much time do we have until we come back? Probably 3 minutes.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, you! Yeah, I'm talking to you! We got a show and it's Guys and Dolls at Chanhassen and Dinner Theaters. It's terrific and delicious because you got dinner and a show. Don't take my word, everybody's loving it. The Pioneer Press called it a must-see. Star Tribune called it eye-popping and blazing with brilliance. I heard a lady from Eden Prairie say this is the best show she's ever seen at the Chan. Grab your doll or your guy. Get your family over here for Guys and Dolls. Visit chanhassendt.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Oh, no. There are certain sounds every one of us knows. The hum of a breaker that keeps tripping, the gurgle of a drain that should not be gurgling, the drip under the sink, the silence of a water heater that has stopped doing its job. Thank you. Say it. Oh, no. It's Jason DeRusha. That is your moment to call Randy's Electric. Okay. For more than 20 years, Randy's has helped Twin Cities homeowners handle the stressful stuff. From electrical repairs, panel upgrades, and rewiring to plumbing repairs, sewer and drain service. They do sump pumps, water heaters, water softeners, filtration systems, and EV charger installs. Randy's licensed pros arrive prepared. They're going to explain your options clearly and give you honest pricing before the work begins. That's an oh yes. With same-day repairs, 2-hour arrival windows, and alerts when your technician is on the way, you'll know help is coming. When an oh no moment hits your home, don't panic. Call Randy's Electric and Plumbing.
Time to find out how it's moving on the roads and what's moving in via the skies. This is traffic and weather together on CCO, starting with a check of the commute.
Brought to you by Amber Show and Associates. Family Insurance. Slowdowns continue for East 694, Silver Lake Road to Highway 10. East 94, pretty much so from Highway 55 all the way out toward the area of Selling Avenue. Protect what matters most with Amber Show and Associates with American Family Insurance. From your home to your car to your dreams, Amber Show and her team are here to help you every step of the way. Call Amber Show today at 651-738-4811 to learn more. Visit amfam.com. Trey Peterson, News Talk 830 WCCO.
Now, the latest conditions and the outlook for the next few days with your CCO forecast.
All right, CCO forecast time. It was raining like crazy for a bit. What's on tap for the rest of the night? Here's Chief Meteorologist Kris Schaefer.
The rain and isolated thunderstorms will be clearing out. The clouds are going to clear out overnight tonight. Everything settles down as we fall back to 55. Bit of a breeze from the northwest tomorrow, but partly cloudy, 71 the afternoon high. Mid-70s on Friday. We could see a few scattered afternoon showers. Dry on Saturday with a high of 77. Perhaps some rain, mainly south on Father's Day.
Live radar showing rain showers getting close to Interstate 94. So Alexandria, St. Cloud, starting to approach the western suburbs of the Twin Cities. Right now it's 63 in downtown Minneapolis here on CCO.
This is the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
All right, that was fun. Our item with Surdyk had a big winner, Andy. This experience going through Surdyk's dinner for you and 6 or 7 friends, chance to pick out a couple of bottles of wine, meet with the cheesemonger, make your charcuterie plate, and then sit down and enjoy a meal at Sidebar. Our winner, obviously.
Yeah.
Who was coming for Patricia?
Yeah, Patricia.
Nobody.
Well done, Patricia. That is how the pros do it. Yeah, that's right, friends. $3,000 right there. That's how they do it in the big leagues. And she stepped up in a big way, and her support will be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Yes. Applause. Very, very good. All right, one more item. This is it.
Here we go.
So if you've been waiting today, you've been bidding on something, maybe you didn't get it, this is your chance. We welcome all donations, every dollar, but I'm so excited about this Continental Diamond luxury watch and private VIP experience. Well, you know what? I reached out to my friend Andy Furman at Continental Diamond and said, Andy, what could we do? And Andy's with us on the John Schuster Coldwell Banker Hotline. Andy, thank you for being here, and thank you for what Continental Diamond has stepped up to offer up here to kind of bring us home in the last item of our Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction.
No, thanks to you, Jason. We're thrilled to be a part of it, and I couldn't be happier to be here with you this afternoon.
So I thought it'd be fun to get somebody who loves jewelry, who loves watches, to come into your store. I always love it when Alyssa and I go into Continental Diamond, the last time we both went in there, just trying on different stuff. It is, sometimes you see like the big celebrities and the crazy diamonds that they get to try on. But you're going to set up an experience where you can have a 1-hour private event for 10 guests. We'll have some drinks, we'll have some appetizers, and you'll get to try on some stuff, have some fun. And then you said, you're like, Jason, is that enough? I want to up the ante a little bit, right?
Right. And you're going to be there too, right, Jason?
I will be there. Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome.
And so you up the ante. Well, first you're like, Russia, you better show your butt up. I'm like, yeah. Fair enough. And then you looked into your collection, and you guys have such a great selection of luxury pre-owned timepieces, as well as timepieces for brands that you guys represent at the Continental Diamond store. But you're offering up. Tell me about this wristwatch that you're offering up.
So I chose it's a brand called Raymond Weil. It's a collection called Toccata. Fantastic everyday watch. It's what I really love about this particular watch. Number one, it's got a white dial. White dials are very hot right now, but also it's a rectangle case. And we're not seeing a whole lot of rectangle cases anymore these days, and I miss them, and I love them. So I think it's going to be it's a very cool piece for whoever wins it.
I
love it.
I love it too. And the rectangle case, I think it can be an everyday watch, but it also has like an elegance to it that if you were doing a special night on the town, that this would absolutely kill in that environment, don't you think?
100%. And the size is perfect. It can be worn by a lady. It can be worn by, a guy. It's nice and thin. It'll fit under the cuff of a shirt. I mean, but at the end of the day, we want a great looking watch, and this absolutely checks that box. Great looking watch.
763-406-5600. That is our number for the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction. I really want to see a nice winner on this one, and we're going to have a great experience your store is just a fun experience to shop right there in St. Louis Park. It's so big. It's got plenty of parking. It's easy for people to get to. And I
thank you.
Especially you mentioned sort of these smaller watches. This is really, I'm seeing so much of these right now, aren't you?
Well, it's interesting because it seems like women's watches have gotten a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Men's watches have gotten a little bit smaller. And so this is sort of like, it really strikes that perfect balance, I think, between both. And it's extremely versatile. That's why I selected this particular item. It's a great piece. And in terms of the party or the reception that we're going to have, it's what we do best. We love to party. We love to have a good time. We throw fantastic parties at Continental Diamond. Anyone who's been there, I think, will tell you that. And so we're looking forward to, welcoming 10 guests in to just come over and have a good time.
Andy, it's going to be so great. We appreciate you. We appreciate the whole team at Continental Diamond. This watch is about, what, an $1,100 watch, something like that?
It's a little more. It's $1,250, I think.
Yeah.
I have it right here. Yep, it's $1,250 retail.
Wow. Beautiful. So $1,200 watch ready to go for you to make your bid on right now. Andy, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us be a part of this. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes.
And can't wait to see how this turns out.
Very good. Thanks, Andy. 763-406-5600. If you're watching on the live stream right now, you can see what this watch looks like on YouTube at WCCO Radio. We've got it on our Facebook page as well, so people can check that out. But where are we starting the bidding at, Andy?
Well, I mean, boy, I feel like we're starting it at a deal when we hear the value of this watch. Right now, we're just looking for a $500 starting bid to get us started, and that you're stealing it. You're going to have to, at that price.
Right.
But I love this, everything he's talking about, the whole way he's describing it. I think you said, like famous, these celebrities that are getting dressed up. I mean, go to the nines, get all dolled up with all your guests and go and have this elegant, like it's like you're prepping for the Met Gala or something.
Right?
You're trying on all this beautiful stuff. You're taking photos. You're gloating on social media to your friends about, where are you? Oh, that's right. We were trying on all these diamonds and watches.
Just a casual.
This is just a regular Thursday night for us, that kind of thing.
Love it. 763-406-5600. This is our last opportunity. This is our last item of the night. We've had such a great day. I want to finish with an absolute banger here. 763-406-5600. This is a private event for up to 10 guests inside Continental Diamond. The wristwatch is yours to take home. So think about that Father's Day gift. Think about a graduation gift. Maybe you have a special anniversary coming up. You want to give it to a spouse. This would be just a special piece and a special experience in the store, and all that money going to NMDP. None of it going to Continental Diamond. That's just the generosity of Andy and his team over there at Continental Diamond. But let's go. 763-406-5600, Dan.
Yeah, and it's such an important cause. And obviously it's a fun experience and people are going to really have a good time and a really sharp looking watch. That'd be great. But over and above that, you're not just having this party, you're not just getting this watch, but you're donating money to a company that's doing amazing things for both patients with blood cancer directly, and then in terms of the science. When you talk about these 8 out of 8 matches, right? That's the perfect match in terms of a marrow donor. Only about 2/3 of the folks that have blood cancer can find a match that's 8 out of 8. But as NMDP and their researchers are pushing this science forward, if you can even get that to like a 7 out of 8, now you're talking about 84% of patients that have a match. If you can get that all the way down to a 5 out of 8, now 100% of people can find a 5 out of 8. And that's the kind of research and that's the kind of science that they're doing at NMDP. So that's what your money is going to support, is people that are trying to work to make as many of these folks with blood cancers available for matches, for donor, for marrow donations. It's important work, it's critical work, and your money goes to support that. And then, oh, by the way, you get a really cool watch and you get this
pretty good, right?
Time to go along with it. it's a really cool opportunity, and I'm really looking forward to somebody jumping on it and taking advantage of it.
$500 is our opening bid, 763-406-5600. That is our number. We'd love if you were bidding on any of our other items today. You ended up a little short. I would love for you to come in strong at 763-406-5600. Give us a nice donation. Have that VIP experience inside the store, inside Continental Diamond. And Andy's giving you a watch, a $1,200 watch. He's saying, you know what? We're happy to donate. We're happy to raise the money. And so now is the time, with just about 15 minutes left in our day. As we've said, Andy, we appreciate every dollar that anybody gives. And what should people do if they want to make, maybe you want to make $100 or a $200 donation? What do you recommend?
You know, I think that just calling in and being a part of the day would be awesome. We'd love to have you call. Our operators are standing by, as they say, 763-406-5600. You can also go to nmdp.org/WCCO, and you can make a donation online. Maybe you're, like you had said earlier, maybe you're still on your drive home and you don't want to call and stuff. When you get home, jump on there, nmdp.org/WCCO. It's the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction. We're making a difference today.
Very good. Continental Diamond, so kind to step up and donate this incredible Raymond Weil Toccata timepiece. Raymond Weil is fantastic, Swiss-made watchmaker. They're in Geneva, and Continental Diamond has a great selection of brand new Raymond Weil watches. You can check them out on their website, continentaldiamond.com. But that beautiful Toccata is worth your time, and the fact that you're getting it as part of this auction and a private party that I'm going to come have with you at the store, pretty awesome experience. All available just because the generosity of Continental Diamond, and we've seen this throughout the day today. All of our sponsors who have helped us put on the Cure Blood Cancer Radio auction. 763-406-5600 is the number. Let's break. Now is a good time to call. Don't wait for the last second. Let's do it. Let's raise some money for NMDP as we wrap up the Cure Blood Cancer Radio auction on CCO.
The Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction is on, benefiting NMDP and being presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Thought-provoking.
This deal with HCMC for HCMC is actually the very least our lawmakers could do.
Strong voices, sharp opinions.
Donald Trump makes his decision on law enforcement, on justice, when it benefits him.
Where you don't have to be loud to be bold.
I would like to get rid of move election day to Saturday and say show up or shut up.
Minnesota's radio station. News Talk 830 WCCO.
You know, the insurance industry is one of those places where the same old setup just refuses to go away. One agent representing one company. It's Jason DeRusha. Sound familiar? Yeah, for most people, that's exactly the experience. When you think about it, it is pretty limiting. One company means one set of options, one set of prices, and one idea of what good coverage looks like. Meanwhile, your life, I know it is definitely more complicated than that. Instead of one agent and one company, the Canopy Group gives you 50 specialists working with 16 different insurance companies. Some are names you'll know, auto owners, Progressive, some you won't. And that is the point, because you get real options. The Canopy Group shops all 16 companies to find the coverage that fits your life right now.
Well, thankfully, we got one, right?
Business, they keep shopping.
Oh.
Vetting you with the company that fits your needs. So ask yourself,
you hate to have the
one agent of one company? If so, get actual
to have the guy donating.
The CanopyGroup.com.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this summer, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through August 1st and save up to 25% off custom printed banners. Staples. That was easy.
Hey, it's Benita. We all know how great the John Schuster Group Coldwell Banker Realty is. Moni, how did you get started working with the Schuster Group?
It started off with my husband driving to work one morning, listening to WCCO, and a commercial for the John Schuster Group came on. My main contact was Tim Sabin. They posted the listing. By the end of that day, we already had over 600 views. It was crazy. There was one offer that by far stood out way above the rest, over 10% over asking. And they had cash in bank.
If someone is on the fence about hiring the Schuster Group, what would you tell them?
To see it just blow up like that and move so fast and to get so much more over asking, it couldn't have been a more exciting and fun time. Selling that house for 20 years, one of the hardest decisions I had to make in my life. Choosing John Schuster Group, easiest decision I ever made in my life.
952-222-9000 online, johnschustergroup.com.
Gas prices are up. Luther Kia of Bloomington is there for you. It's Jason DeRusha. I love my Kia, and I love Dan Dingman and his team, plus their brand new facility. More room, more service bays, more Kia excellence. EVs, hybrids, the red hot 2027 Telluride. I just test drove it. It is awesome. Get to 35W and 494 and check out 0% financing on Sportages and Sorrentos at Luther Kia.
Slow season for you guys, isn't it?
Here's a World Soccer Championship Team Spotlight, brought to you by the first ever Infiniti QX65 and by Lowe's. Give your yard its own moment with the new limited time deals from Lowe's.
Argentina arrives as defending champions, anchored by its aging but peerless creative forward, the greatest of his generation. Behind him, a disciplined midfield and explosive wide attackers make them a threat.
Brett, anybody you need me to thank here?
Destroy a college.
All right.
Last season, the podcast Campus
Make sure to
Files
work that in.
stories of fraternity drug rings, stolen body parts, campus cults, and more.
And now Campus Files is back for another season.
There's a guy screaming into his phone. He's like, I just saw Charlie Kirk get assassinated right in front of me.
Every week is a new episode and a new story.
Unclear.
It was so chaotic. It's almost like a university under siege.
Listen to and follow Campus Files. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Time to find out how it's moving on the roads and what's moving in via the skies. This is traffic and weather together on CCO, starting with a check of the commute.
Injury crash. 4 South 169 near 114th Avenue. The activity off to the right side. Ambulance on the scene. And traffic slowing as you make way through that area. Slowdowns continue on 35E northbound through downtown St. Paul up to Maryland Avenue. West 94. Looking pretty good right now from 169 all the way up to 101. Joey Peterson, News Talk 830 WCCO.
Now, the latest conditions and the outlook for the next few days with your CCO forecast.
All right, rain is what we're watching for tonight. One more line of storm should move in and then out. Decreasing clouds, low of 55. Tomorrow, the high is 71, partly cloudy and dry. Friday, again, watch for scattered afternoon showers possible. High just 75. Saturday looks like the highlight of the weekend, 77 and sunny. Right now, it is 63 on CCO.
You're listening to the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
$1,200 beautiful Raymond Weil watch, a white dial, black Roman numeral index numbers around it. Stainless steel bracelet. Oh, and we've got a bid, Andy.
Look out.
We do. Mark has come in to start us off with a $600 bid to get us going, which is much appreciated. But there's still time for those, especially those who are streaming online. They're a couple minutes behind. They haven't heard about Mark's bid quite yet. But let me tell you, you have your chance right now to come in and swoop in. 763-406-5600.
All right, let's go. I'd love to see this. Right now, you're making money on this deal, and I'm happy for you, Mark. But Continental Diamond is opening up the store for you with a 1-hour private event, up to 10 guests. You bring your friends, you bring your spouse, you bring your kids, whatever. Complimentary beverages, light appetizers. You get this showcase of incredible Continental Diamond jewelry, luxury timepieces. I'll be there to host the expense. Great celebration, great party, and you're walking home with this beautiful Raymond Weil Toccata men's wristwatch at $600. I'm tempted to outbid you there, Mark, but I don't want to be that guy. Although I might. We've got about 7 minutes left.
You're the ultimate watch hound here. I mean, if anybody's gonna push the bidding on this, it's you.
It's a nice looking watch. This would be a great Father's Day present, don't you think?
For sure.
Graduation, anniversary, you name it.
And like you said, even if you up a bid to $1,000, you're still making money on the bid.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're having a party at Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park. 763-406-5600. Andy, it's been a tremendous day. I just want to thank you and the Frattallone Advancement team for your help every day part, starting with Glenn in the morning on Bonita, but throughout the day, it was Rusty, with Chad, who was with Adam and Jordana.
Glenn stayed through. He marathoned through the first 6 hours of the day.
That's impressive.
And I want to thank you as well for all the. I mean, just on behalf of everybody who's listening or is, I just thank you. It is amazing that the commitment that you've all done today and all the work you did pulling these packages together. I know you mentioned it early, but boy, it bears repeating.
Yeah, thank you. It's because we care about NMDP. We care about finding cures to blood cancer, and we care about Jordana. Her life was saved by NMDP, and so it's our way of saying thank you for keeping her around. Some days you're like, but no, we're very grateful for her and our whole team here at WCCO Radio and our parent company, Odyssey, allowing us to do this. Still, I don't want to turn this into the credits because I want to make a little more money. 763-406-5600. Mark has the top bid at $600, but let's somebody swoop in and
Patricia, just drop the hammer.
That's right.
I like it.
That's what we're going to call it from now on, right?
Now we're going to keep the website open all night, by the way, nmdp.org/WCCO, so you can donate online at any point. I want to break now, and we'll come back and let you know how this ends up. But now is the time. If you've been waiting today, there is still time, but not much. 763-406-5600. Back to wrap this up in just a minute.
You're listening to the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
I don't have to tell you that the world is full of uncertainty right now, but you may not know that's why you're seeing big red checks everywhere. It's Jason DeRusha. You've probably seen my buddy, Kris Lindahl, handing out big red checks to all the people in your area who are saying yes to a guaranteed cash offer.
It's a little boring.
Are trading in their houses like they trade in their cars, and they're trading uncertainty and stress for certainty, speed, and convenience. My wife and
people are going to do what the people want to do.
He knows how to lower stress when selling a house. I'm not surprised he's handing out so many big red checks because, look, none of us are in the mood to gamble on the open market. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to deal with the stuff. You certainly don't want to see your house on the market for months, and that is happening a lot right now. When you say yes to a guaranteed cash offer, Kris takes the risk and you get the certainty. Apply for your guaranteed cash offer and get your big red check today at KrisLindahl.com or call 763-401-SOLD. Terms and conditions apply.
You know when your air conditioner chooses the hottest day of the year to quit? Yeah, that's exactly what a proper tune-up helps prevent. At Metro Heating and Cooling, our complete professional AC tune-up is just $109 because we do more than the bargain guys. We inspect the system, test performance, clean critical components.
We should probably try to get Twin Cities Bride or whoever else they quoted in that article to come join us tomorrow.
Call 214-304-7.
Lean in.
Now, and schedule your 109 AC tune-up with Metro Heating and Cooling. Done right the first time, so you stay cool all summer long.
For all the things you have to do and places you need to be, let Uber take you there. Because you had just one more 3 rounds. Because the 5 a.m. flight seemed like a good idea at the time. Because check engine lights always appear at the worst possible times. And because parking downtown is a nightmare. Because there are nights out, airport trips, and car troubles in your area, there are drivers in your area. Uber. Request a ride today. Wait time varies. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
This is the Cure Blood Cancer Radio Auction, benefiting NMDP, presented by Gutman Law, Wills, Trust, and Probate on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Continental Diamond time check is 5:58, and Continental Diamond providing more than just a time check for us. They are providing a great auction item that has a little bit of activity as we get to the finish line here. This is a Raymond Weil Toccata men's wristwatch and a party for 10, 763-406-5600. What do we have, Eddie?
Friends, we have come from the first bid of 600. We're at 700 and now $1,000. Gary doing a slight Patricia move, jumping us from 700 to $1,000 there. And so we have $1,000 top bid, but there's still time. You can still jump in.
I love it. I love it. Great job, Gary. Who wants to one-up Gary and nab that party? You can do it at 763-406-5600. Vanita tomorrow morning will give you a total how much we've raised today, but just being able to tell the story of NMDP, and that has been everything. So thank you.
Yeah.
More than just news. It's the why behind the headlines. News Talk 830 WCCO.
All right, thank you.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. A White House official confirms to ABC News that President Trump in France for